what's up? Welcome to Off Topic. We doing it live right now. I'm your host, Michael. We got Jeremy, Fredo, Jack, Ryan. Got sponsored this episode, Felix Gray Glasses. More on that later, because we're living in the now.
Living in the times.
The present.
Yeah.
The on. That's a sweet tracksuit.
It is. I was looking at it.
It is a sweet tracksuit.
Looks comfy.
It's very comfy. Comes out tomorrow.
Wow.
Yeah,
That's
that's a
the
new
better
shirt
question
too.
is,
Oh,
when
yeah, it's a new shirt
does
too.
the next Matt Bragg workout stream happen?
Thursday.
Dude, like, it's unbelievable how hard
The
that
last
guy
one?
is to pin down.
It's been impossible to get that stream
He worms his way out of it, and then I don't know who to blame on this last one. Honestly, I'm leaning towards Sarah
Why don't we just get him to do it right now?
because we were gonna do it.
Just off here, like we had during Extra Life. Just have a
Because
little
you want to,
screens
like,
up.
my thing is, like, the audio
gotta
listeners are
motivate
going to
them,
lose
though.
out. You want
Yeah.
to see them die. You don't want to hear it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You gotta live
But we were
together.
going to do it this week, and then so it had nothing to do with it. We were getting the tracksuits, and so we're going to do it in the tracksuits. And then we found out we were going to do it on Tuesday, and then we weren't getting the tracksuits till Wednesday. So they're like, oh,
Why
let's do
didn't
it
we
next
do it
week.
today? I had the stream this morning.
Also, listen. Well, no, this morning we had to do GTA this morning.
Oh, okay.
But yesterday,
right.
I went. Here's
a limited
here's the other thing. I went. Okay, we do one without the tracksuits, and then we just do it again with the tracksuits. And then, but no.
Get him in
I
on
think
a
it's
weekly
bold.
basis.
The longer that we wait, the less likely he's going to do it. He replied. He got a calendar invite to do it, and he replied maybe.
I think it's bold that you think he will survive a second workout.
He might. You
will.
saw. You
He'll
saw
live.
the.
We're not taking him to Olive
You saw the
Garden.
fire in his eyes in that video, though.
Olive Garden.
We're not going to fill the trash bag back up after this workout.
On what day are you aiming for?
We're doing next Thursday. He's right. A week from
Thursday.
today.
All right. There's no provided meals at that.
God, it might be a jury duty.
No, there is. Off-topic meal. He'll be fine.
Damn it.
Yeah.
Yeah, he'll be fine.
Oh, he's got to be on off topic after that, too.
That's good.
Yeah.
That works.
You hear about it.
We'll drag him
trials
out.
and tribulations. Put him in a wheelbarrow.
How many people are going to be in the stream?
It's supposed to be
I love
me.
Michael.
I mean, you can
I'll get
hang
in.
out. It's me, Matt, and Fiona.
Yeah.
So it's in an interesting twist. You know, it's kind of like you imagine a work. We were talking about, by the way, Matt did a stream of the Ring Fit game on the Switch.
By his choice.
By his choice.
Yeah.
This has all happened very naturally. Like I came in and he was doing it, and I went, I'm in that, and I just jumped in. And so imagine like an instructional workout video, like say with like Billy Blanks or something, and he's there doing it. And then there's like all the people behind him doing it, and he's the instructor. This is a weird scenario where the guy in the front has no idea what he's doing, and the people behind them are instructing, but he's the star of the show. So that's what we're going for. And I say, know what you're doing is just the game tells you like, now pick up your leg.
Yeah.
And, it's very complicated stuff.
So you and Fiona will be also doing what he's doing?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah,
Do you
we'll
have a
be
ring
his
as well?
flank.
Work out with
We'll be
them.
his flank.
Do you have a ring as well?
Honestly, like it won't track, but we have
We have two because we had them.
we have two, and it's
Watches.
Matt's game.
Okay.
So we have 3 of them.
He bought it for himself and has it at home.
Right.
Yeah.
And has not touched it since that
I
stream.
don't know if that's true.
Yeah, I don't know that it's
No,
not
he
true.
did. He
I don't know
bought
either
it.
way. No.
No,
as far
I mean
as
like
not-
hasn't touched it.
Oh,
We don't.
No,
you're
he's
flinging
probably
it. We don't
moved
know.
it
He's probably moved
From
it
like,
around.
I should be
on
on
his couch.
But if
two
he
behind
brings
his
the
couch.
one and then like we have the 2 from work, we theoretically have all 3.
Yeah.
I was just miming him last time.
Yeah.
He's an enigma wrapped in a donut.
Fuck donuts today.
Yeah.
It made sense.
They liked that.
You said what? Hey,
Wait.
hey, enough.
Calm down. Enough with the chatter.
Quiet. Don't make me come back in there.
Hey, hit that chuckle button if you.
Dude,
if you
we gotta get that.
We went
Chuckle
hard
button.
on Chuckles today.
Dude, Chuckles are money, man.
Chuckles is the new life.
That's the new thing, you know.
don't
Don't
like
give me a
when they
like,
do
give me a
chuckle.
chuckle.
Yeah.
Chuckles equal cash.
Those Scrabbles.
I don't know how.
The conversion
You
rate
better
it's
stop
up
laughing
in the air.
at me. Look what I'm wearing. Chuckles fine.
He spoke?
Yeah.
It's a conversion.
He knows.
of
Dude,
Michael.
ever since you put this guy in Face Jam, he won't stop talking.
I
Here
did.
he's like,
You did.
No, I'm saying
Yeah,
if you do
the
it,
royal you.
yeah, the world, What's another white guy in a podcast?
I mean, if
got
you're an
enough.
audio listener, you didn't know he's white.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, let me inform you.
Oh, hey, look at that. FaceTime.
Face jam.
Throwing that on there.
Eric ran over to the computer.
Yeah, just mashing it. Please, for the love of Christ, listen to our podcast.
Big dog's gotta eat.
All right.
There it is.
That was-
He looked around.
Big
confused.
dog.
Wasn't actually. He is there.
He's there for now. It's
I walked
weird
in
to see
before the
him there.
podcast and said, "Hey, is No here?"
I'm right here.
There it is.
All right.
Yeah, there's
I'm right here, and then Jesus.
It's 2 pages of of
Of
Eric
Eric.
Yeah,
audios.
Man did at
Yeah.
one point.
Yeah.
Was it Extra Life during broadcast?
Extra Life,
Broadcast had their
that's when I got to
segment.
play with those.
I was
We need
punching around and you were running audio.
We should get like a stream deck or something that we just hit the buttons, like have it here.
That's too much
That would get
power,
out of
Jack.
control.
That's
Now
too-
that's,
way
that's
too much
just
power.
radio.
Can we do that where we all have our own stream decks for
Did you hear the
ourselves and we just do a
rumble?
podcast
It's
and they're talking to
possible.
each other?
I think Lindblad said, "Oh yeah."
They were like,
I think is what I heard.
Yeah.
definitely. Yeah,
that
someone
was
said
like,
that's the
got
best
you,
idea they've
yeah.
ever heard.
Yeah, we should try that. We could break
We'll
that up.
workshop that.
Sure. No, we just get an app on our phone.
Yeah, that's true.
That board's got wireless, doesn't it? It's got It's got an iPad control, doesn't it?
I mean, honestly, even
Does it?
listen,
They don't have the
It
technology.
does.
listen, you can plug anything.
I've
in.
seen it.
You got long cords.
Eric,
Yeah, sure.
Eric broke my heart for this weekend.
Oh, dude.
Yeah, and
I tried to back you
Let me-
up on
let
it.
me hear
about
He got defensive.
Thank you.
He is a mean person.
I asked you to back me up, and you did.
What is the lie that he
Appreciate
told
that.
you?
Yeah, and so last week, before the podcast, as I often do, I'll say something to Eric wrestling related.
Yeah.
You know, talk about whatever,
See those
as I
Greased
did
Up
in
Boys
that
this
room
week?
there. And I was like, hey, there's a pay-per-view on, so this coming Sunday. It's like, there's a pay-per-view. You want to come over and watch it? And he's like, yeah, I'll watch a Royal Rumble. It'll be cool. That's a fun one to watch and everything. I'm like, yeah, sweet. Then I
That's the
was
setup.
playing some board games with some people the other night, and one of them was, my buddy who's not really into wrestling, but the other was Cole, who is into wrestling, and I was like, hey, Eric's coming over to watch the Rumble. Cole, you want to come over as well? And he's like, yeah, I could do that. And my friend's like, I don't really watch wrestling, but I'll come over too. And Kat would be there and everything. I talked to Eric a couple days ago, like, so Sunday, Rumble and stuff, and he's like, I got a wedding. A wedding? Those don't pop up, man.
right up.
Those don't just pop out out of the
What are we
blue.
doing next week? I
popped
think maybe doing a wedding.
A pop-up
thing.
wedding.
It's a pop. Yeah.
Pop-up wedding.
Yeah, it was sudden.
And now
Sudden.
with Eric
Well, there
not
was a
going,
pregnancy involved. I don't know.
if I hold on to my previous invites, now there's a 2-to-2 ratio of people who care about wrestling and people who don't give a shit. And that just won't do.
Yeah,
you can't have a
that's
50-50. Eric and I, when we watch it together, outweigh Kat, who couldn't
Definitely.
care less. And now it would be me and Cole versus Kat and my buddy.
The ratio's off.
Just can't happen.
Ratio's off.
Ratio's off.
I mean,
I think
that's 1-to-1. Each person's got a wrestle
Yeah,
buddy.
but
You need a
you can't be
2-to-1.
1-to-1
Wrestle
on like the event that
Right.
it's based around.
like you can't
if it's a
explain-
wrestling hangout, you need wrestling to have a majority.
Right,
you
the wrestling's
just,
gonna have a
just in
majority.
case the other non-wrestlers start getting out of hand.
People can take turns explaining.
Now you just have Cole to talk to, and if he needs to take a break or he's got nothing,
I'm outnumbered.
you got nowhere to go.
I might just not. Maybe I'll just uninvite Kat.
Ruin the whole thing. There you go. Maybe she wants to go to the wedding.
Yeah.
Well, that's a good point.
Look at him. What an ass.
What is even?
This is not a live look at me now.
Yeah,
It is.
It's crazy that he can stay perfectly still like that.
On a set that's normally in the same
Where's
spot
that set
as
at?
this.
That's very odd.
You know who the real loser in this situation, aside from you, is though?
Yeah.
The couple getting married, because you know the wedding present he got is shit.
That's true.
He didn't even remember to buy one.
I'll tell you what,
think
it's
you
not.
know.
It's Royal
Not
Rumble
a wedding
tickets.
present.
You didn't get that.
Thank you for reminding me to do that.
He
Yeah, there
hasn't
you go.
purchased it yet. Well, let me tell you what's in
fake,
store
it's
for
fake.
you.
It's fake.
You are now going to the wedding registry after everyone else has bought everything, so there's nothing left but $300 items.
Yup.
Good luck.
Yeah.
Ooh, that's pricey.
He'll love it.
That's
Is
probably
it-
how I
is
ended up
it-
getting.
He's probably
Enjoy
crashing
that
the wedding.
Blendtec
He's looking
blender
for a
from
wedding.
Eric.
Yeah, get that
gotta-
KitchenAid, man.
Do you have to travel? Do you have to fly? to
Yeah,
get
I
there?
gotta fly.
Well, do you be like, that's,
You get
that's
to
the
fly and you
present.
forgot?
Yeah,
How much extra did that cost you?
a considerable amount.
Yeah.
where Thinking about the Royal Rumble would have cost me nothing. So.
Most of you
Eric
guys,
is a bad one.
with the exception of Alfredo, everyone at this table is married. What's the dumbest thing you got for your wedding?
Oh,
I
man.
don't know. I don't know that I tracked something really dumb.
Something
Yeah.
stands out and that I got very
I
distinctly.
got nothing that stands out. I only have like cool shit that stands out.
Oh.
Yeah, I don't
Like,
have
I
any.
like
something
that.
off list.
No.
Like I didn't register for this.
I think
Yeah.
most of my stuff is from
I
came from
can't think of
registry.
anything off the top of my
Yeah.
head. I got
Yeah.
pretty much on list.
I had some-
money
I
or
had
just
something-
cool stuff I needed anyway.
I had something on the Amazon registry. They were like queso bowls. You know, like the Alamo Draft House has those queso bowls. Except the ones we found were like shitty 3D printed ones, and we didn't realize that until they showed up. And I was like, oh, these are horrible.
That sounds awesome.
There's like that weird
Yeah.
plastics.
Yeah.
No, I'm trying to
like
hold
ridged.
cheese
Yeah, it's
nicely.
like, but I mean, we asked them.
It's food grade.
I mean, we put them on our list, but we didn't know it was going to be like the not good ones.
dang,
Like,
you got it,
that
too.
sucks. So
I
anyway.
got some kind of like, it's like one of those ice thing. You drink, people that drink would probably know better. It's-
Refrigerator?
No, it's just like the
that's
thing you put
Oh.
ice in
A
it.
freezer.
For
You have the
the-
cubes, like when you're making
Oh,
your
you're
drink
making
at
like,
the bar.
like
that
yeah,
nice
like an ice bucket.
alcohol
Nice
drink.
bucket.
And it was crystal, ish or some kind of translucent material, and it just had
Space tech.
rabbits chasing each other and fucking on the outside.
Like graphically?
I mean, there was like some legs in the air,
okay.
bunny action going on.
Where
Like
do
a
you-
scroll.
why is
I
that
don't
even-
think I don't think rabbits have sex missionary style.
What are they doing on this ice bucket?
It was inexplicable. We looked it
Okay,
up.
exploring
It
on that
was
ice
like
bucket.
a very well-known manufacturer that makes this ice bucket. It was
Do
a
you still have
fancy.
it?
No, God, no, we took it back.
Okay.
There was a whole series of them. You could get like a platter with bunnies going at it.
You missed
could-
out.
Was that like a hey, maybe you should, after the wedding,
Yeah.
have some kids?
Was that like, do you have an aunt too?
Yeah.
Like, hey, you should
Get to
friendly in
work.
there.
Here's what you do: you fill this up with ice, you make a baby, have after drinks.
Oh, okay.
Have after drinks.
After drinks. Yeah.
After drinks.
After drinks.
Healthier than an after-sex
After
cigarette.
drinks.
You just put your testicles in there to cool them off a little bit.
That's,
Oh, you don't want hot nut.
After nut.
That's a first class experience. Those hot nuts.
Yeah. Oh boy.
Anyways,
Hey, we got
that's the extent of my comment.
Yep, and we're done now.
That's it. Thanks for watching, everyone. It was a
Hey,
good
we
episode.
got
Yeah. Oh, well, hey.
let's barrel through this. We got AH Live and Off Topic Live coming up.
That's right. So right now,
Mention that.
tickets are available for anyone if you want to buy tickets for the Off Topic Live in Los Angeles, California,
March 13th.
March 13th.
We got
Well, no,
Seattle.
that says March 14th on
Well,
there.
which is it?
What day is it?
Yeah, the 13th is AH Live, I think.
I like the
Oh, yeah.
image is
Oh,
Jack on
sorry,
his
sorry.
phone.
We were
Oh,
talking
no,
about two different things. I was talking about AH Live. Sorry.
Yeah.
Sorry.
So,
Off Topic Live, March 14th. You're right.
March
Yeah.
14th.
So if you're going to AH Live on Saturday, you should be like, hey,
Day before.
hang out and get your tickets for Off
Which
Topic
is
Live.
the 13th.
Which is AH Live is the 13th, Off Topic Live is the 14th, and then we're going to Seattle, San Francisco,
19th and 20th.
19th and 20th,
And then coming back.
and then we're back
Well,
in
it's
on
Seattle and then San Francisco.
Yes.
Is it LA, Seattle, San Francisco.
They don't need to know that part.
Yeah, Seattle's
They're already confused.
Seattle's Thursday.
Yeah, that's
San
fine.
Francisco's Friday, and and then we're back in Austin on Saturday. So, and then my grandmother turns 100 on Sunday.
No tickets to that.
Dang.
So no tickets for that. That's private event.
Sold out?
Yeah.
Is she
Tickets
gonna
went fast.
Standing room only.
be playing giant beer pong?
That's true. Yeah, she'll be playing a lot of Fortnite
That's a good one.
in the nursing home.
Cranking
She's got that
90s.
ninja skin. Loves it.
Oh yeah.
She rocks some. She
what's-
rocks some Rumio,
what's
dude.
today?
She plays Rumio
Today's
like
23rd.
a
Today's 23rd.
punk. Good.
Like a
Ball
week.
guy.
Good.
1 week from.
1 week from today, Haunter Season 2.
Oh man.
Which I think
Oh,
means
yeah, there it
Haunter starts tomorrow.
Look at that.
What,
Yeah,
Releasing
for
season one. Yeah, season one
one's going
starts
public.
releasing public on the website.
So check
for
that
free.
out.
The Brave
Starting
and the
tomorrow,
Willing.
and then there's gonna be one a day
Right there, my heroes.
leading up.
Let's make Haunter season 2 just an unmitigated hit, so that way we can maybe do season 3 at some point. if
Oh,
someone
that'd be
ever
so
will pay
awesome.
For it.
I'll miss it.
You could,
Great. Can I borrow some money?
dude. Loans exist.
It's true.
I mean, put your house up.
I need
Sure,
a
yeah.
loan.
This is going to be fun because we shot them so close together. I don't remember what was season 1 versus season 2, so they all kind of blend together in my brain.
I watched 2 more of the episodes the other day.
I'm looking forward to
The-
see if we find a ghost.
The first episode is the one we did. It's it's been out there. It's Michelin Priory is the first one,
All the locations have pretty much been
which
same.
is fantastic. That's the one we showed at first night, and it's a great episode. And we also brought Trevor into the mix. He's in that first episode, and that was a really good one. That was a lot
Introduction of Trevor the Trapper.
Uh-huh.
My favorite thing about that place is it's obviously very, very old. I think it's the oldest location that we've been in.
Is
But
it
all
older than Hellfire?
I think it was.
fun. It was like 1200 something. I thought.
Oh,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was super old. And
right, that's the one with the rats.
with the rats and
Yeah.
the bats
And the moat.
everything. And and a lot of the doors, I don't know if people were just shorter back then or what, but all the doors were my height. And it was awesome. It was so great. I was
Who
like,
clubbed themselves going through the door in the gate?
I think Trevor did.
Someone knocked themselves.
you,
good.
Yeah.
one of the episodes I watched was the mines. We did some mines in California, and you beamed your head on a metal beam at one point with your helmet on.
Yeah.
You're like climbing into something, and like we're all climbing in trying to fit, and you just hear like, "Ow!" Like, just like nailed
Well,
it.
get
that
a
was the
helmet.
Hellfire Cave, man. Like
And then at
Hellfire
that
Cave,
you were hitting
I wore a
your
helmet for that.
Yeah.
'cause-
It didn't work very well.
No. Yeah.
been
And
worse.
it worked fine when it was supposed to. When you clonked me on the fucking head, that did not work.
I mean,
well.
if hand beats helmet, then helmet no good.
Well,
Yeah.
helmet, you go into something like this. Hand goes straight from above. Rocks don't fall directly from the
Or-
ceiling
or
onto
if
your
you
head.
just
When do you
stand
mean rocks
straight
don't
up.
fall from the ceiling? Why are you wearing a helmet?
If you're walking into them,
It's to protect you from things coming from up there.
It does do that as well. That is another purpose of helmet. Both of these are purposes of helmets.
anyway. But yeah, Haunter season 2. Watch it
Passionate
next week.
helmet talking.
And then Haunter season 3.
Chelsea has to
Starring
clear up that we're not
Alfredo.
actually looking for loans.
No, they aren't, but Jack
Well,
is
Jack-
specifically.
Jack.
There's
Yeah,
a
Jack,
GoFundMe
Jack.
for our
That
Haunter
was-
season 3.
Just
Go
for
ahead.
Jack. It's his
Just
name
Jack.
on it. It's his whole thing. We got nothing to do with it.
Right.
So
So we can't
direct all
be
questions
held
to this
legally
guy.
in July.
So
He's gonna make an
PayPal
he's gonna
address.
make an LLC. And
we'll fund it. It'll be great.
and good luck with that one.
Caleb's coming out of retirement to manage it. Just go ahead and email
Is that what's
Caleb@achievemethunter.com. There you go.
Wasn't
There's a ghost.
speaking of Caleb, was it Ultimate coming to the Olympics this year?
Frisbee?
Listen.
Was it Ultimate Frisbee?
I don't
think
know
so.
if it is, but I'll tell you where it did come to.
Where's that?
It came to the park when Ryan and I played frisbee together.
We did.
What?
This happened.
It was totally
Oh,
organic,
And some football.
totally
Yeah.
organic, and
Threw the
not
pigskin around.
a photo shoot or anything.
There was a lovely picnic.
Got it.
A couple of guys just
Got
throwing
it.
a frisbee. I just kept saying, "Hey, look at us, man! We finally did it."
Out and about.
We were at Mueller Park. There was a
frisbee.
picnic,
Yeah.
throwing a frisbee.
Throwing a frisbee.
He's
played-
pretty good at it.
played
I'm
catch.
not.
Not as good as Erica. Erica's got a gun on her.
Yeah, she almost decapitated Wes. Like sliced the top of his hair from behind.
Well, you almost
I wondered why they put
putted
the
a
blades
fucking
on it. but-
football
Yo.
straight in the way.
It wasn't. I punted it into Wes. I almost hit right into the camera while he had it to his face.
that would've stung.
So it would have almost certainly smashed the camera and his face.
Oh, yeah, he would've.
And so like we were doing this shot. It was just like some
lined up.
of the merch that I'm not sure if it came out yet. I don't think it came out yet. This is just like last week or the week before. But we like all had some sort of sports paraphernalia. It was like a baseball and a frisbee, and I had a football, and we were all lined up. And he's like, "Okay, just like start doing shit with it, like an action, and I'll just take a bunch of pictures." So I just without telling anybody, I just decided to punt it and just kick it, and it like diagonally went. Right past his face and over his head. And he's got all the stills of it like coming towards him. And then all of Fiona had like pulled up the pictures. He like sent them, and she came in the other day to show me. And me, you, and her, there's a shot where we all go. It almost creamed him. It was so close. It was just exactly what I was going for.
Yeah.
I mean, it was a perfect,
Obviously.
precise shot. It was like the Eli Manning of feet.
That's a reference.
Eli Manning of feet.
Yeah, dude. 'Cause he
He won a Super Bowl.
He won 2, Jack.
Eli won 2?
Yeah.
The Giants?
2007, 2011. I'm a big sports fan, I know.
That's true.
Also, I read an article this morning.
I was gonna say, how do you know this? You know this
Because he
somehow.
just announced he's retiring.
All right.
Okay.
It's been in my brain for a few
Sports fan
hours, and
here.
it's on its way out.
That's it.
That was illegal.
I was like, at first I was gonna go, that's a cool bit of knowledge to like that you just have that stored away. Then you said the years, and I went, all right, what was he doing?
It's too much.
Where
now.
did
The
he
years
see
was too
this?
much.
Read sometimes.
That's when it just became not gonna happen.
He's seen it this
That's
morning.
not right.
Read a lot now. You're reading Witcher.
Yeah, I read with my ears. I can't
way to do
commit
it.
to say, like, oh, I'm reading this book. I say I'm almost reading.
Well, that's like Jeff watching Lost by reading Wikipedia. Like, he just read whatever the
Well,
episode. Like,
Michael's gonna do
Oh, is that what he did
yeah,
for Lost?
Yeah, he literally would go on Wikipedia and read the summary of the episode.
See, but I do
That's
that
how he
about
watched
shit
it.
I don't care about.
Right.
That was like a show he watched.
Yeah.
Like I do it as like I'm kind of interested, but I don't want to waste my time with
Yeah.
it. So I do the Netflix scrub and then the Wikipedia.
But this
read.
was a show he was invested in.
right. I'd watched every. It was like the last season too, right? Like the
Well,
last
most
two.
of the seasons, actually.
Oh, was it really?
Yeah,
Okay,
yeah.
then
Yeah.
maybe that's fair then.
weird.
He never really dove in. He always just floated on the
like-
surface of the show.
Committed to reading the Wikipedia for like 8 seasons of a
Yeah.
show.
Let's be
There's
fair.
6 seasons
With
of
Lost, there's plenty of episodes where that was
That's a lot
probably
of-
the right
That's
choice.
true.
Yeah, it's a lot of filler.
You could have wasted 40 minutes of your life, or you could have read a sentence.
Yeah.
Jack still want Island. Done.
Kate, we gotta go back.
That's like a season.
we gotta go back.
Don't tell him
There's
what
like
he
a
can't
polar
do.
bear at one point.
Polar bear.
Smoke monster.
Showed up for a
know.
second, and then
Mr.
like
Echo.
4 seasons later, they're like, "This is where it came from," and I was like, "It wasn't worth it. It wasn't worth the
That
wait."
was I watched I think the first season of Lost and part of the second. I want to say after it was over. When did it end? Like 2000 2010-ish, 2009, something like that, or did it go later than that?
Was it 2002 or 2000?
2002,
No, I'm
really?
sorry. I was in Florida watching season 2.
Ended before I moved here, I believe.
So it would have been like 2007 to 10, somewhere in there.
So I think it probably just ended, but I didn't know anybody that watched it. So I didn't know any like spoilers or anything. And this is back like before streaming was big, or even if it existed. It was like Netflix was just DVDs and stuff. So like my primary, I know it was working because like I had money to buy stuff.
Last season was 2010.
There you go. Yeah. So my primary way of watching stuff without like stealing it on the internet was I would buy box sets from Best Buy. So and it's like they had sales all the time. So I remember buying the box set of season 1 of Lost, and I started watching it, and like it was good. It was good stuff. But it was the most annoying show ever, where they had like 17 plots going at once, and they would never finish them. It was like they did introduce 6 mysteries before finishing 1 mystery.
Yeah.
And then somehow, even if they did explain one, it wasn't fulfilling at all. It'd be like that one explanation actually opened 3 more mysteries. And it was the ultimate just like, you'll never know unless you watch every episode. And then the final episode was universally hated.
It was
Most people
Game of
didn't
Thrones
like
shit.
it.
Pretty
So I
bad.
was just like, nah, I'm good. So I've only ever watched really the first season.
Yeah. First 3 seasons of Lost are pretty damn good, and then it got
Then
bad.
JJ left, right?
No, I don't think so. I think he was around for all of it.
He's all of it?
I thought so.
Well, he likes to start things.
He likes
and
to
then
start
hands
things
it off to
and
other
dips
people.
Yeah,
I
he
thought
comes
it-
back at the end.
Like his name's
probably
still
wrong.
on it, but
Yeah. It's like Bad Robot, and he's not
Bad
really there.
robot.
Man, I watched. I finished Watchmen on HBO.
So good.
Still gotta get to it.
Damn,
So
dude,
good.
that's
the season of
season 1.
I'm
And
happy
he's
it's just
done.
1 season.
The series.
That's
It's just, yeah.
Nah, they've said they're gonna do
no.
more.
The
I think.
creator said he
No, the creator
was
said he doesn't want
interested
to.
in doing it. He
Yeah.
told the story he wanted to tell, and he was walking
Yep.
away. And HBO said, "All right, we're
Really?
not going to do another
Yeah.
one."
HBO wanted to, but they were like,
Was it
"You're
a
not
good
coming
note
back."
to end on, though?
I mean, there's
Oh,
there's a lot of
begins
setup.
and ends.
Yeah, I mean,
So
there's
it's
definitely
fantastic.
like
It was great.
there's loose threads that could be continued
20 years from
for, you know.
Oh,
more
yeah,
of
there's
it.
definitely
Dude,
possibilities.
Jeremy
for more,
Irons is
but-
fantastic in it.
All I know is
Everyone's
there's
awesome.
a really loopy man in there.
Which one?
A really loopy man.
Oh, yeah, I showed,
Looby
I
Man.
showed
Lots of
Jeremy
The
that.
lube
Lots of
guy.
lube.
It's like episode 4.
You showed me
Yeah,
Ruby Man.
he was
Going
like
to the
running.
sewers.
and
I
he's
haven't
like,
gotten that episode
and
yet.
then he slid right in.
You just came out to me like,
Covered in
you know, because
oil.
you're my new,
I assume he's
usually first person to talk to if Ryan's not there yet.
Oh, yeah, I've been popping
Because
in
it was
the mornings.
Jeff, and now I walk in.
and now it's sadness.
No.
Now it's not,
an
now it's not
empty
Jeff
desk.
anymore. We had Jeff this morning, though.
Yeah.
I was like, whoa, Jeff, I remember this. It's cool.
It was funny because he came in, we were recording a video, and he started laying into Matt, and Matt's like, man, like, what did I do? Why are you like this? And I was like, Matt, he's always been like
Yes,
this.
you just forgot.
And he was like, oh, was he? He almost had like his memory of Jeff got way better after Jeff left.
It's rose colored.
Where he's just like, yeah, we're best friends. There was nothing suspicious at all about what was being said and done.
No. But in Matt's mind, Jeff came in and gave him a hug every day.
Yeah.
I
Brought
donuts.
him a donut.
Brought donuts.
Yeah.
Shiny
I
nickel.
feel like I got slammed a little bit for bringing in donuts today.
Did you? How?
Yeah, I think it was you. You're like, oh, of course you're bringing food because Jeff's here.
I didn't say that.
Someone said it.
Ooh, I wasn't there.
I said
I jumped on, but I forget who said
I
it
feel like
originally.
you said it.
Jeff. Well, Jeff was talking about donuts. I said, yeah, and he brought donuts in for you, Jeff.
Okay, well,
I was trying to bolster Jeff.
it didn't sound like a Jeff
Lindsay-
bolster.
Look, you
It sounded
didn't
like a
see-
Michael suck-up is what it sounded
then
like, which
Lindsay-
I will absolutely take credit for when done.
No, it was totally framed
But it
as
was
like
because-
it's for you, Jeff.
Oh, okay.
But then Lindsay
was
took the
helping you
donuts was like
suck up.
ruining things with the donuts.
Yeah,
And I
but
was
those
like,
donuts were
why?
old at that point.
Just
Listen,
one.
they were there.
I would say old as a day.
My point
they
is-
they were less than 6 hours.
Also,
Racked
that
my
gave us
barn.
donut broth.
My point is,
It did give
though,
us
the
donut
hot,
broth.
fresh
It was
donuts,
delicious.
they had their minute in the sun. Like,
Dude, Shipley's
they
donuts.
shined.
Okay, Round Rock Donuts is the best donuts, fresh, like right out of the oven, fresh. But Shipley's donuts are my second favorite.
Kolaches are good.
They're
too.
delicious.
But anyway, we were talking yesterday about donuts, and someone was like, I haven't brought donuts in a while. And I was like, fuck, I haven't. And that was it. And I was like,
got
today
it.
I'm bringing in donuts.
Not bringing in donuts.
And Ryan spit at me.
There was a look. Jeff rolled into the room.
Spit up my thought for a piece.
Jeff rolled into the room in, like Jeff these days, you 50-50 shot. It's either you're going to get Jeff that's like, all right, or you're going to get Jeff that's just
Hurry
like,
up!
That and also I have no time.
Right.
I have 7 minutes.
He's got to be somewhere. He just come from one place. Tomorrow he's flying somewhere else.
Yeah.
Literally true.
Yeah.
Busy man.
Yeah, he's
Like
busy
a
dude.
5 a.m. flight or something.
So I was just trying to lift him up a little bit.
Gotcha.
So I complained about The Witcher for a while.
You did. I did catch that about how you were complaining about it, and I was like, I'm almost there to complain with you about it. It's just you propped him up on by stepping on my back a little bit.
I propped him up by helping you suck
Up on
up.
the back to prop him up.
I was assisting your suck up.
Oh, okay. The wires.
I said he'd be.
crossed.
I was
missed
like,
it.
he only
This
brings
kinda
those for you,
stuff.
Jeff.
I missed it, man. I was.
You got me a couple of times.
Carol just met his mom, so I was just like, that put me in a different
It's hard.
mindset.
Yeah,
you know?
no,
And they have this whole thing where like they refuse to say, you know it's her, and they know it's each other, but no, I'm listening, just going, say it. Just say it! And then they play this whole, they stretch the scene out in like 20 minutes and she's like rubbing his bed sores. And I'm like, say it! That's your mother! We know it! Say it!
What you experienced in that
Your
book,
mother.
2 situations there. One where he like sees her and within 30 seconds he's like, you're my mom.
Yeah.
And then another where he's like, just fucking figure it out. You're an idiot. She's the one.
Yeah.
Same book.
Yeah.
Same book.
Yeah.
Tense.
Yeah. Oh, wait, Siri. He's not smart. It's really aggravating. They make him way cooler in the Netflix show. I'll be honest. They cut out
about
all
the
like
game?
the simple like wondering. The game's very different.
He's running around.
I'll be
an
honest,
amnesia
like,
boy. He's I don't
maybe it's
remember
just
any of
maybe
this.
it's just like a different time in his life because the game's after all that. But like, the dude like bangs like a freight train in the game. Like that's not really in the book. Like
Well, he gets it on once or twice.
once or twice, the game it's like relentless. It's
Yeah.
like literally, I just beat Witcher
Hey,
2 and
whoa,
half the quests
whoa,
are like,
whoa.
thanks, want to bang me?
That's you. That's
Those
your
were the-
choice.
Those were the
Yeah, but the
times.
option's there. In the book, it's just kind of like,
Don't give me the option of bang and bang, like if you don't want me to.
Those are the
dude,
greater
the
days.
succubus was thankful
slay a
that
monster,
I,
you bang it out.
I cleared her name. This other guy was accusing her, and
Yeah,
it
he
was
was a
also
jealous
like she
asshole,
needed
you're
some
saying.
dude energy. She needed energy. That's how she feeds.
Dude,
Yeah.
She bangs for
needs some
energy,
dude
and
energy.
then
Some
and then she
dude
gave me some cool stuff. She gave me a piece of armor.
What? You gonna let her starve?
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
She's like, I'm hungry.
That is a good
Yeah,
host.
I need to eat sex.
She's a
All
refugee.
right.
There was that was one of the things when I mentioned that I beat The Witcher 2 on Twitter. Someone's like, "Did you bang the succubus?"
That man plays Witcher.
And I'm playing Witcher 3. I just had sex with Yennefer on a stuffed unicorn.
Oh,
Yeah.
They had
What?
stuffed
You do that,
unicorns as a
yeah.
thing?
That's an option.
That is
Was
a
that
thing
in the
you can
game, or
do.
was that
in the
just-
game.
Oh, okay.
It was a stuffed Yennefer.
I'm missing out on
It was a
this.
stuffed unicorn.
No, he stuffed Yennefer on the
The
unicorn.
unicorn's real. The universe stuff. Yeah, a couple of times today. I don't know what it is about today, but you broke me a few different times today. Like just
It was the
I really
interview
had to-
or something.
the
one
first
Sarah
thing,
related.
the Sarah related one got me so good that she came in and I don't know why your phrasing made me laugh so hard, but she like came in and I guess bumped Steffi or something. You started yelling
Oh
about.
no, yeah, Steffi was gonna record some kind of social thing with me.
Yeah.
And Sarah went to like fake hit her phone as she walked by.
Oh yeah, Sarah fake hits a lot.
Yeah,
Like,
that's what it
Oh,
was.
yeah.
And I immediately started screaming to Trevor to report it,
right. And then Trevor goes, "Okay, as the new head of HR,"
which was another conversation.
and then started saying exactly like being like, "I'm gonna have to write her up," and Michael just jumped around top of it and just kept telling Sarah she was done for.
Yeah.
And that phrasing, it was so funny to me. You were telling Sarah, HRC, you're done for, Sarah. Because you were going into the you and your friends are dead tone
But I
a
didn't
little
get
bit.
there.
You didn't quite get there. But
I also called her little girl.
you did.
I said, "Uh-oh, little girl, you're done for."
That was-
And then you lost it.
I was like playing something. And I was like,
You
all
were
right.
playing Binding of Isaac.
That's
you weren't
what it
playing
was.
something.
Yeah,
That's that
Let's
game.
be clear.
We don't
That's
have
the
to
only
guess.
game
That
that
game.
you've been playing for the last 6 months.
Come in,
Something.
that's what he's
I
playing.
couldn't remember exactly what it
I've been on the
was.
same
could've been
challenge.
It was. I remember too
Game.
specifically right around that time. It was before or after that. Sarah was standing behind you, looking at you play, and I go, "Oh, what game is this? It's Binding of Isaac." In case you were wondering, I know
Yeah.
you've never seen it before. And then she replied, she was like, "No, I was thinking of why I came in here, but I forgot." And I went, "Of course."
Been there.
She was just standing there, like behind you,
Just walking in the room,
waiting
not
for the
remembering
memory.
why you're there and
Yeah.
leaving.
Fade in.
That's a lot of what I do in my own house. Just walk in a room, I like look at the ceiling once, and then I
Dude,
leave.
it's even with like, especially with kids, like I'll find myself doing that and then I have an arrangement of things in my hand and I can't remember why I was like, where was I taking these? Was these going to somewhere or coming from somewhere? I don't remember. It's just like, it's like you end up with like a bunch of parts to 3 different things and you're just like, these don't go together. Why do I have all these?
Pick it up after the
Yeah, your
Then
brain
then
just
you know
goes.
you go and then you go, I might as well get milk just in case.
Right.
I'll bring milk up.
Someone might need it.
Then you get back upstairs and there's shit all over the walls, and you go, "That's what it was.
Yeah.
That's what it was. There was a shit. There was diaper smeared on the wall."
Dude.
Oh.
It didn't actually happen.
Speaking of milk,
Oh,
the impeachment trial.
Wow.
oh yeah.
No, literally
That's
though.
what they can drink. Yeah.
Yes, that's all they can drink is water and milk.
That's it?
Yeah.
Well, don't
Why not
worry.
just say
Apparently,
water?
they can just leave.
Yeah,
So
they can also
that's
just leave
an
at any
option.
point they want.
They can't use their phone, but they can just depart.
Unless they want to use their
Joe.
phone, and some of
Unless
them
they
have.
sneak in their wallet.
That is, I told Michael earlier, that's annoys me so much when you read like news stories about this big thing going on. It's live right now. Like you read about all these. One of the top news stories is like they're not supposed to have electronics in the hearing, and they're like 8 senators snuck in Apple iWatches. Like, well, I'm like, did they or did they forget they were wearing a watch?
it's good. It's a good sneak when you're sitting there and it's on your arm.
Right. I mean, yeah, they got seats on and stuff, but like snuck in, like
I mean, you can't
I
take
would call
photos
it.
with it or anything. It's just like, yes.
I was like, I would call it snuck in
Record
if they
audio.
saw it and it was like recording. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's like, well, clearly you're doing something, but I was like, for the most part, it's definitely people that are just like, oh yeah, that's a thing.
Because
That's
you
electronic
brought that
now.
up too, because your watch is new and you're like,
It's
I
just
keep
a watch.
forgetting that like
mostly what I do with it is
right,
go,
it's a watch.
Siri, shut up.
That happens
Well, look-
too, though. When you click it, though, and they're like, and then
Line.
what you were saying is now written out, and that's when I scream, "Quiet, you!"
Yeah, and like that's probably why you shouldn't have it. But I'm like, they didn't sneak it in. It's been like the top story forever. I'm like,
Wait,
fuck
does it have a
off.
speaker on it? Can it talk?
I can talk to it, and it can make noise.
I think it can record.
Well, I mean, they're
with an app.
streaming it. So
Well,
who
you can like
cares?
walkie-talkie
Oh,
to
yeah.
people with it.
Yeah. Also, but I will say one senator's like, "I put it up my butt."
Well,
So he snuck it.
He wants to make sure he gets it to his
It's
grandson.
not gonna. He
I
just
don't know
keeps
which
going like this.
I don't know which senator it was, but one of them had milk. They did. They did. One of
We
them.
know
took-
this.
You know it's
fact.
Sanders. The Sanders
I
has
need a
milk,
warm
right?
glass of milk.
No, he had Pedialyte.
You know what kind of
Had to get his vittles.
you know what kind of milk he has, Jack?
What's that?
2%.
I made the damn milk.
That guy makes me laugh every time I listen to him. It's just never. That man's not ever happy.
It's gonna be a big year, man.
He just yells and he's
But
awesome.
it's not a mess.
Yeah, they're mentioning the Marco Rubio. with the
Oh, okay.
quill.
And also, all right, if you have a sketch artist in a trial, isn't that there pretty much to document things? Like,
A sketch artist, yeah.
yeah, like, so they're documenting things. Why is this one, like, taking creative liberties?
He's
They drew
embellishing.
Marco Rubio with a quill, a feather quill, and then they drew, like, Mitch McConnell up there or something.
expressing
There was,
himself.
well, there was, like, a spittoon next to him.
Maybe
like
that
a
was there.
Bing,
Do we
type of
know that
spittoon.
wasn't
They get like
there?
a caricature artist from Six Flags.
Yeah, their heads are really big.
I'm like, now is not the
Oh,
time
you like
to be
soccer,
thinking-
huh? Yeah, okay.
The water
driving a
milk
race
car. These are your
thing
hobbies.
kind of shows you they haven't updated the rules in quite a while. The spittoon is actually mandated by the law.
Isn't there a
So
mace
weird.
in the Senate
A
too?
mace?
Yeah, there's like an actual like mace, like a physical weapon in the Senate or the House, one or the other. There is like a weapon they can use.
I love the idea that the nowadays, though, to keep down on the likelihood of someone using it, they always pick the oldest, most infirm senator to be the keeper of
But
the
they know how to use it the best.
That's true. They've been trained.
How do you think I became senator?
Yeah, it's like reverse Thor, where it's just so heavy he just can't lift it. Oh man.
Never trust someone that's drinking milk.
But yeah, it's gonna be a very
Too strong.
interesting year. So how long is the impeachment stuff gonna go? About a week?
The trial, the trial can go as long as it
what
needs
is
to go.
2 days, 2
But-
to 3 days was all
Well,
they were
no,
gonna
it's
do.
what
so
the-
right
yeah.
now they're in opening arguments right now. Right now it's the Democrats are
And they get
giving their
24
side.
hours.
They get 24 hours over 3 days.
Over 3 days.
Right now, the prosecution's saying, "I want to see evidence." The defense is going, "No."
Yeah.
To an extent, yeah.
Well, it's basically the defense is saying you're not showing us anything new, and they're like, "Well, we want to show you new stuff, but you're preventing us." And they're like, "Well, you haven't shown us anything new." So it's like
Yeah.
this weird,
It's a back and forth.
this Ouroboros where they're just eating their own tail.
But like,
Resident Evil 5.
but yeah, so I think that it's like 24 hours to make the case, and then the rebuttal happens,
the rebuttal.
and that can take as long as they, up to 24 hours. I
Yeah,
believe. But I think they can go
they
shorter
probably
if they
won't use
want
24
to. They
hours.
probably
And
will.
then after all that, that's when they'll be put up to a vote if they want to bring in extra document, like subpoena more documents or allow witnesses.
I thought
So-
they already
They're
denied 10 amendments to bring in.
the amendments were tabled, which means not that they were denied, but they were basically saying we're not going to deal with this now.
Yeah.
And so,
We'll tell you
they're going to
no
wait till the
later.
very end. So basically, after the trial's
maybe.
over, that's when we'll see.
I'm gonna mark it down as a maybe.
Maybe
It's a
now,
soft-
no later, like
soft
Matt
sell.
doing the workout stream.
Right.
I'll just check maybe so you stop asking me. But later, when it comes down to the wire, it's a hard
won't.
no.
I'm sure there are plenty of
won't
people
be
who are
there.
like, why are they talking about this? This is historic.
It really
Well, we were
is.
talking about it
Really
because
is.
he
Very
wanted to
important.
mention the funny drawings. That's why we're
Yeah,
talking
yeah.
about it. Just
The
to be
funny
clear.
drawings were killing me, dude.
Wait till you see the next set.
All right, if your job is to sit in that room,
I get
and
it's
your
boring,
only
but-
purpose is to draw, you don't even give a shit what they're saying.
I get that it's
Man,
boring, but you
Draw it
surprised
and then
there's not-
sketch on the side, though, right?
I'm surprised
Like,
there's not Ewoks and shit running around back there.
like
lasers.
I just
JJ.
imagine them drawing and going, "Come on, class this up a little bit."
Maybe,
Scribble on the
maybe he
side.
brought a quill. Do we know that he didn't?
Yeah, because his official Twitter account let people know that Marco Rubio does not use Quill.
I would have leaned into it.
He does not want to be associated with Quill
How can they
users.
prove him wrong? I would have been like, yup.
Well, the official record says that you did, in fact, use a Quill.
Here's a
Yeah.
picture of you with a quill,
Right,
sir.
it's on record. You know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
that's the thing.
So,
Oh my god.
Well, it's another rule of the Senate. You can't be shown to wield a pen. Because it's mightier than a sword, so it's dangerous in there.
Damn.
anyway, you should read up on this a little bit. Like I'm not telling
Not
you
right now,
what
Jared,
side
no.
you want to, but just read up on it. I'm watching.
Yeah.
I'm watching
I
C-SPAN and
wanted
PBS.
to find the Quill.
Try to keep it as neutral as possible.
Oh, there's a mace in the Canadian House of Commons.
Ah.
Oh, damn. A mace?
Everybody's making noise.
I wouldn't give it
Like
to
spray?
you've seen how the UK Parliament works, right? Because I wouldn't give them a weapon.
Just stab each other.
They're already screaming and knife fighting.
Yeah.
Knife fighting or knife fighting?
Put a knife in the middle of the
Knife.
room and have them duke it out.
If it was knife fighting, that would be really interesting to watch.
There could be only one.
That's how someone gets from the House of Commons to the House of Lords. They stab. one of the lords.
Yeah.
We'll tune in.
I become Lord.
Remember when Eric screwed you?
Yeah, I did.
He's gone now.
He's the
Really?
guy. You know what? It sounds.
There would have been a shriek.
There would have been
crashing.
What he likes to do, I
We're gonna
realize.
go-
He put his
on.
10 minutes in, and so he's gone now.
Usually those 10 minutes are gone before the show starts.
Yeah. Usually roll in.
What I've noticed doing Face Jam with Eric is when you start to blast him appropriately, he'll just go, fuck, or like, what the fuck? And he was doing that like crazy when you just started putting him on blast.
Also, or at least for the past 2 episodes of Chump, we've had like an RTX read in it, and so they give me a little teleprompter type read for it, and I'm just like,
Number 10 this summer.
yeah, but like the way it's written out is it's like, you know what time it is? It's RTX time for the 10th time or something. It says time like a million times. in it.
Also time.
And I yell about it every time. But I constantly yell about it. And on this one too, I'm like, oh, we got this dumb thing again. For this time, it's this time. For the 10th time. And from back there, I hear Eric go, just change it, because he wrote it and I was laying into
He
him
does the
about it.
same thing where I do on Face Jam, he writes the little fact sheet and the show intro and everything, and at the top, like at the header, it's the food that we eat. Here he is. Here he comes.
There he is.
Look who made it, little guy.
Eric, what time is it?
I'll be honest.
Is
I'll
it
be
this
honest.
time for the 10th time?
Eric, we hit
That makes sense.
we hit like 2-second
Listen,
silence,
listen.
so I brought it
All
back
right, here he
up.
is.
Here you
Yeah.
go.
Oh, now he's
There we go.
appearing in person.
There we
It's
go.
this time for the 10th time. It's my cup of coffee.
No, it starts with,
No, we
do
know
you
what
know
that
what
is,
time it
yeah.
is?
It's this time for
Yep.
the 10th time. Makes total sense.
Yeah.
It makes total sense.
I mean, no
So
one
when you
said
were
it
writing
didn't
it, were you
make
like,
sense.
doesn't
fuck,
make
that's,
sense.
that's
Redundant.
really
no,
good.
no,
Fuck.
I just wrote it and then I said, I gave it to Christian and I said, change it if you want to. And then he didn't for 2 weeks. And then it's this.
Why
See,
didn't
but
you just
also-
say now for the 10th time?
Because it's that time again.
Now the time is now.
You're just not following
Now.
No,
Yeah, exactly.
no,
That
he's,
time.
he's
That's a
right.
good face you just
When?
made.
It's now.
I liked it.
Now. Oh,
Yeah.
good.
He's right. Now, the
which
time is now.
Ryan,
Yes.
this time
Right. Now.
Right.
for the 10th time.
Now.
And down here,
Dude.
it's our time.
That's all
But
I
in a
down here,
similar
it is our
fashion,
time.
when I do the Face Jam thing, he puts the food, and it's like so and so, such and such format. So
It's
I say
at the top. It's
So
not.
I say format every time, and he gets mad. I say it, and I keep telling him to take
Stop
it off.
promoting Face Jam.
Shit's come up.
No, keep doing it. We need it. Keep doing it.
It's because you don't need to read that top part. Everything under there is written for you.
But why is it there?
It's the time after the top
I
part.
do read the top part though, Because Jordan says, well, at some point he chimes in eventually after hanging me out to dry for a while. He wakes up and he's like, "What? This is what we're eating." And I look to there to read what we're eating.
It's written like 4 more times after that.
That's later.
Stop saying time.
Yeah,
Stop saying time.
Which time? This time?
Yeah.
For the 10th?
Now.
Time after
No,
time.
he's using his time wisely.
you fall.
We're done now.
Okay, cool.
I mean, we didn't need you here. You better start.
no,
hey,
he wanted to defend
hey,
himself.
you better
play along.
start. You better start packing
Hey, Chuck.
Pack for
for the flight, for the wedding that you made up.
You gotta go.
You gotta get there.
gotta-
He doesn't even
You need
remember.
to file
What if
present.
Drew wins?
And you're not there.
I went over and I started looking. I'm like, oh man, is there a registry?
You're welcome.
Like totally fucked. Like
Oh, no.
absolutely fucked.
This is how someone gets a crystal ice thing with rabbits.
I mean,
Rabbits
I'll be
fucking
honest. But you don't have to buy what's on the registry.
You don't.
I'm doing-
And that's what
Well,
happens.
No,
You say,
you
no,
still get something
don't
nice.
go
Give
off
him
the
whatever you want. Just give him
Registry
money.
just makes it easy.
give him
You
money.
Just go.
You think
All
I should
right,
just grab some stuff from like the ecom like photo shoot? Just go like here's a whole bunch of
Oh, for
birds.
sure.
Yeah.
Dude,
Yeah.
that's clothes. That's clothes on a
You're
back.
a fan of this, right?
Clothes on the back.
Clothes on a back. Someone's back. It doesn't have to be their back.
No clothes off a back.
You can give it away somewhere. You go, you buy one of those little cards that's like not really a card. It's more just a piece of paper that holds money.
Right.
Yeah. Put that in there and then boom, there you go.
Oh yeah, Chinese envelopes.
When I can't even remember if we had that. When I went to Jordan's wedding, I just put money in the thing. Like it was church. I'm pretty sure we just didn't have time leaving
No.
the house and we
time now.
didn't get a card. So I just it was either a check or cash. Maybe it was a check and I just went,
You have a check. You have checks.
yeah.
It's weird, isn't it?
It's I mean,
You
it's
still have to pay some people checks.
It's weird because people still
HOA
demand
service
them.
people a lot of times.
It's
like if
because
someone's coming
people-
plumbers, sometimes if someone's coming
Yep.
Just for a check.
Everyone
Anything in
Most of them have a little
anything in like the city of Austin,
Babysitters.
you have to pay. Like if you go to town hall, you have to like pay something. They don't take
Oh,
cash. They
they
don't take
hate
credit
cards.
cards. Literally check or money order.
Yeah.
Let me go get my money order. And the woman taking it is 400 years old. Yeah. So it's their fault that I still have checks. I don't like using it. I regret it.
But again, camera on me. Can we take 4?
Okay.
So it's that time again, 10th time for RTX. So get your tickets now.
All right, hit me with
and
3.
Come see us with the
Damn
show
it.
live. Come see us and Face Jam.
They weren't ready.
Save it.
There you go. So thank you very much.
Hey, Eric, do you wanna
No.
play cards this
Okay.
weekend?
I have to go.
I gave him an out. It would have been funny if he said sure.
Right.
Like, I'll come
Yeah.
over. This episode of Off Talk is brought to you by Felix Gray. You know me, I constantly have my face in a screen from morning to night. Like right now, I'm doing it right now. And there's no cutting back. Whether it's in the Achievement Hunter office or at my home, my eyes are glued to some screen. And like many, too much screen time can result in tired, dry eyes, headaches, blurry vision, and trouble sleeping. I've had my fair share of eye strain, and believe me, it ain't fun. No one likes the eye owies. But it hasn't been an issue since I've been wearing Felix Gray blue light glasses. Felix Gray launched in 2016 with the singular focus to offer the most efficient, effective computer glasses on the market with all the quality of brand name designer frames and quickly became the internet's favorite blue light glasses. Felix Gray glasses filter out 90% of high energy blue light and eliminate 99% of the harsh glare coming from screens. I got these to help my eyes not get blasted by blue light. They do exactly what I need them to do. They keep these balls trucking. These big old balls in my skull. We're good. Unlike any other brands who use cheap blue light coatings that are ineffective and can chip or scratch, Felix Gray uses a proprietary blue light technology that is embedded directly in the lenses. Available in prescription, non-prescription, and readers, Felix Gray has you covered with optical glasses for work and sleep glasses in the evening that are clinically proven to increase melatonin secretion when worn leading up to bedtime. Just give you a good case of the sleepies. Off Topic trusts Felix Gray because they make the best blue light glasses in the game. Go to felixgrayglasses.com/offtopic and get a pair of blue light glasses from the pros. Shipping and returns are totally free. That's FELIXGRAY glasses.com/offtopic. felixgrayglasses.com/offtopic.
Who the fuck was that?
That was
Someone,
that was
someone not watching the
no.
Rumble.
that was Rocco.
Does he work here?
I thought he quit.
Twice.
He's left quite a few times.
He doesn't want to do it the third.
Yeah. He doesn't want to, but he will.
Man, he pushed to the edge.
Well, it's about that time.
About that time, HA.
Yeah, time is now.
No.
When is that video of us coming out?
You mean
Probably
what
not
time
for-
does it come out?
Probably not for a while. You tried to move on and he dragged you right down. I have no idea. And it's not so much like
Is none of that out yet?
No,
well, I mean, we
Some
could
of
just
it's
say
out, right?
we did another old man thing.
it's another
That's
old
really
man
fun.
thing.
So
the old men have showed up 3 times.
the issue here though is like
They're on
so
the stream,
so
at
we
least.
can make that video can come out soon. It's not a lot to like edit. It's not a hard video to edit, and also there's really nothing stopping it from coming out. The only thing that would stop that from coming out is all the other random old man stuff we have that predates it, and we need to decide if that should be a video that should come out because
Random super.
well, this is my issue though. This is my issue though.
Let
Like,
Chicky do it, you know?
no. This is my issue though. Like we're perfecting the craft. So I don't want to put out the best old man thing we have and then go down. I want to go up.
But what exists that's
It's
like
just little
a
bits and pieces.
video
I think
before
it's
this one?
social.
I think it's social
just
stuff.
we need to get them clips together and be like blah and throw it on the
There they
social.
are.
Throw it out.
This is like essentially it's not their debut because they've already debuted, but this is their big show.
They've been in Awu, they've been in Last Call, and they've been on the Christmas stream.
Yeah. When then there was that. Was it Between the Games or whatever? It was from Awu, but that came out as a video, right? Them rolling around, or was that Awu? I don't
Oh,
remember.
Gigantor.
Gigantor.
Right.
That
Yeah.
was like it happened around an
Them
Awu.
rolling around.
Yeah. Why was yeah?
There's a formula.
Jeremy has said to me several times, and specifically today, you're like, I just want to be the old man. Like,
I told Michael I was
he puts
sad.
the mask on all the time.
I
He was just
miss it.
walking around the office
Singing
doing
YMCA
stuff. You were singing
dancing.
YMCA.
I put my vest on and I was ghost hunting.
Does it not stink at this point? A
No.
little bit?
No, despite how much I sweat in it in the last
You
video.
put the mask on.
And
You
you
put the
become
you put the
man.
you put the haunter vest on you had, and you looked at me and said, "Soon you're gonna be hunting me."
Dude, I love being him. I
great.
love being, like,
There-
you put that on
Yeah.
and suddenly nothing and no one's opinions matter to you.
Right.
It's all gone.
It's also like
You've lived a life worth living once that's on.
when you put it on too, it's a whole different life. You have a different set of memories and feelings and
And
emotions.
you don't even know if they're yours.
You don't know if they're yours. It's like starting to settle in. We're like we've noticed things about each other that like that old man are like I don't know what he does, like his phrases
You got
and stuff. Like
characteristics.
yeah,
You got
like
character traits.
Like you traits. That's the word I was looking for. That I
Lived the whole life. Man.
where like you pointed out that I use like not old timey words, but like shit I never say. I was going out of my
You're
way.
talking about a ghost, but you specifically didn't say ghost. You said
I said banshee.
Banshee. Look, I shall die and come back as a banshee. Like, yeah, for some reason specifically.
That's why I feel confident when I say them
Yeah.
and not us.
Yeah.
Comments say they should make a show. Fiona's watching.
Oh, that's a good idea.
Yeah.
God, that's a good idea.
That's a really good idea.
I think what we've
Hey,
done
jump on there. You got something
recently
going on there.
is the most palatable it will be for the audience thus far. Like there's some sort, most of it is just insane ramblings. The thing that we did is like a video.
It's
Like,
an
there's-
actual video.
There's several elements to it.
It's a between the games.
It is
really
it is between the games.
Old man.
100%.
But much in this,
They get up to it.
much in the similar fashion that someone will send us something in Awu and then we'll go, well, we got to use this, and between the games is born. And so a lot of those happen.
Dude, we got someone on fucking Awu today. Scared the shit out
Oh
of
my
me.
God.
Yeah, dude.
Jack-
I
Genuine
let out a
fear.
genuine
Jack literally
whelp.
screams. Yeah, that
was a great moment.
You got him. You got him.
Jack
Internet.
yelled so loud when he got
so
scared
good,
that it
dude.
scared me, and I didn't even see what was going on.
It's impressive. You
And I
have to
can
watch
see
it.
why.
I don't know that I've ever heard you making a sound of a
Yeah.
before.
Yeah,
A legitimate.
That's why I was so
that
concerned. I was like,
scared me.
something bad has happened. Like,
Scared the shit out of me.
God damn. So
Anyway.
well done, whoever sent
Yeah,
it.
you
It's
can see
very
that
funny.
Sunday
got
morning.
You got got by something. The old men do not have names. We've talked about, not yet, anyways. We've talked about it.
I mean, they have names.
they have names. We just, you know,
Maybe season 2.
we haven't discovered them. The thing is, we don't know. I said to Michael earlier,
This was so funny. I know
said
exactly
like-
what you're saying.
I said, in terms of their past and stories, I was like, I equate the old men to the Joker, in that there are many pasts, but we don't know which is true. and also that
Until it wins an Oscar.
they
then it's
often
set in
talk
stone.
about being in wars, but we're not really sure they have been.
They've been around them. I don't know that they've served. But another thing that you said today, which going into the mindset of the character was so funny to me, was we were talking about it. You looked at me and you said, "Are they married?" And I said, "I don't think so." And as I said that, like you went, like, "Do they have wives?" And I was like, "Oh, I thought you were asking, are they married to each other?"
I was like, no, not like a couple.
And even then, my reaction was, "I don't think so."
I don't think so.
Like, it wasn't like, "Of course
Probably
not."
not.
I was like,
Does this fit the war that we're
Maybe.
creating?
I was like,
oh, yeah, I can't answer that either. But
Right.
like, that was on the table. Is the whole point? You know, it was on the
It
table.
sounds like
hard
it's
to
not
know.
off the table.
That's what I'm saying. I had no concrete answer, but like, anything's possible with these crazy characters.
Season 2,
Right.
man.
That's all I'm saying.
For that
The
plot
spin-off
line.
series.
Spin off of that.
you never know
Older
where
men.
they're gonna pop up.
It's quick.
spin-off.
I'm not gonna get into the Rumble
It's
too much.
It's a Clark Kent
No
costume
one cares.
change. It's like,
Can we talk about the
People-
unreleasable RTX bumpers?
Which ones?
Are they?
We fil- we-
Probably
What was
not.
like, everyone was showing yesterday?
not.
We filmed like.
If
50
they're
of them.
unreleasable, we probably
We
can't talk
got there's
about
some very high energy RTX bumpers that are like couple seconds that go like either at the either social posts or they just go at the end of a video or at the beginning of a
Some shit
video.
was funny.
So we wanted them like to be a couple seconds, and there's some real ones in there, and then there's some like we were just knocking them out, and then there's some ones that they're like you can't post these.
Yeah.
And I keep saying do it,
Some of them are
but also then
Do
I
it, you
go
coward.
but really don't. Do it.
yeah.
Well, like one Ryan just
Do it.
threw a moonball.
I,
And
that's
face.
one of them I
there.
couldn't believe came out.
That's on- yeah,
because
there.
like it's supposed to be like a thing, and then it whips to me, and then I have the ad, and I was like, I can't follow that. I can't do that. It literally broke me. I was like,
yeah.
come on, leave the guy alone.
Something I
And
realized
then I
too.
saw it this morning. When we put that out,
It was a great sound.
it was such. It was a
I said, yeah.
yeah.
so that's
And
the
it
thing.
like, hit him in
That's kind of
the
a call.
neck.
Here's the thing. People were like, I saw someone go, they were like, I like how this horrified them, but when Alfredo got hit in the face, like everyone was like, no one cared about it and stuff like that.
there
And I was
it
like, well,
is.
that's because the rules were not followed. Like with the Alfredo one, it was like, we heard moonball, and then it hit the green wall, and
Yeah.
as soon as that
After
impact
that,
happened, after that, who
whatever
cares?
happens,
Yeah.
happens.
If you get hit in the face, you go,
Yeah.
oh, that sucks.
You go, well, it's legal.
that sucks.
I don't
was called.
The green-
remember
the green
whose idea
wall-
was.
the green
It
wall-
wasn't
the green wall-
mine.
No,
Someone
all right,
was
no,
like, hit Matt with a ball.
I'm just saying, no one said hit him in the face.
Or we thought you were gonna hit his desk. Right?
That's
No,
a direct,
someone
that's a
said
direct
throw it at Matt.
shot.
Throw it at Matt was also, yeah.
Oh, there.
That was a
And
direct
I
shot.
did throw it at Matt.
I mean, it was
The guy
televised.
was just standing there.
Someone
know?
gave me a moonball and said throw it at Matt. So I was like, okay, Matt.
I'm not. Giving
I didn't go for his face.
This is the
where it
Jackie
landed.
argument right here. It's like I'm not gonna listen to it. I'm not gonna
listening
entertain this.
whatsoever.
No one made you hit him in the neck.
I think you hit him in the face again after it, too.
He says he dodged that one.
I
And
mean,
then it
he
was a hand.
he lessened the blow on
Yeah.
that one
Well,
because he
he-
was staring right at
He
you.
gave
and
a
you
little
threw it at
shoulder
him.
on it. He was like,
We did Matt ball his desk quite a bit. I threw one that it
Oh, that went on for-
crashed.
It went on
for about
for
15
Yeah,
seconds.
yeah, a lifetime.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Just one thing fell.
I
and it was like a
became the
domino
old
effect.
man as things were falling off his desk. It was the longest sound I've ever heard.
Amazing.
but again, there's so many things on his desk that just explode when you
Yeah,
hit
it's
it
very
with a moonball.
satisfying.
Yeah.
It really
Hit
is.
someone
You're
else's desk, it crashes. They go, For him, it's like
It was like
you can feel the emotion, and then
It
everything
just-
just falls apart.
It's like dominoes.
and then he
Yeah.
sets his friends up again to just get knocked down.
He thinks like
again.
maybe they'll leave it this time. Today's gonna be my day. They're not gonna mess with my stuff, and then this.
He
When
had a
Jack
pretty good
shows
long
up.
reprieve for a while.
because he wasn't here.
It's true.
Yeah.
That's
He
not-
was-
that
he was
doesn't-
ill.
That doesn't count. That doesn't count.
Okay.
Hey, welcome back. Did you enjoy your time off?
Oh, no.
It was literally even in that promo stuff. I think I ended up doing a mat ball, but someone was like, "Get him! Hit the mat ball! Get him!" I go, "That's not even really my thing. I don't hammer him. That's like a Jack and Ryan thing. Like mat ball. I think Jack for sure. Ryan,
throw
I
one every
think
now and again.
Every now and then, but Jack's like comes to work with a mission.
I've got a good angle. I've got a good shot.
That's true. From your
I'd
desk,
say, yeah, that's Matt, Jeremy, and Gavin more than me. I'm
And
looking
it's also
after the fact.
Gavin dips his toe in everything.
Right.
If you're messing up the office, he's in it.
If you're not recording, Gavin is just like he has like a timer on him. After about 2 minutes, like, I'm gonna start destroying shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Stuff gets destroyed.
gets antsy.
So
But yeah, there's a bunch. And I don't know, I haven't watched them yet. Have you seen like all of them?
I've
that
seen
we're
a bunch.
doing?
I think almost all of them. There's one really
Did
funny
we do the
one.
Blair Witch one? Did they still keep that one in?
I don't know what is getting posted. I saw that. I mean, like I saw it being filmed, or like I saw Ashley had them all like in the timeline of like her editing program.
There's one under the couch. There's a workout one, which I've seen a clip
Trevor
from the
was getting
workout
silly
one.
with it. The workout one is one of like there's like a hypercut of that one. It just looks like we're all on cocaine. It's just
I'm in my
it
chair
doesn't
doing
make any
neckies with no
sense.
weight.
It started because I was doing the Charlie, right? From like I don't remember what season it was in Sunny. It's when they think Dennis looks like a registered sex offender, and he's like doing this, or he's biting his lip and he's doing that. So I was doing that with the weights in my hand, but I was like going really fast, and I started like screaming about the RTX promo, and then it whips to you and you're doing neckies. Then I throw the weights and start like rolling, convulsing on the floor, and Fiona's just staring at the couch like, what is happening?
Then Trevor runs at Fiona, trips over the weight you
that I
threw.
just threw.
He like hurts his back.
So that was like an insane like 15 or 20 seconds, and I saw a cut of that was like 7, and it
I saw it because it felt like it was on crack because there's a little literal shot of like you convulsing on the ground and then a quick cut to you still doing the same thing. And I was like, what is it? We're not even cutting to anything else. We're cutting to the same thing.
It was wild.
Yeah, there were some fun ones.
We have fun.
That's how to do it. Like,
all right, just roll the camera and then we'll.
Like
figure
in
it
that
out.
state,
put
you
a
get
camera in the
something you
office
can't
and
use.
turn it on. That's it. If you want promos, you go.
Let it happen.
Right. Don't give
When
us too
Jack
much of a
starts
script.
to talk and then just goes, what? And just like he's like halfway through it. It's just like, hey, come on to the what is it? I think you're wearing a hard hat.
I wore
too.
a hard hat and then I hit myself with a sledgehammer.
That might have affected the second read.
That definitely slowed me down. I haven't seen that one yet though. So
There's an old man one too, for a second, anyways,
There's
because I couldn't stop slipping in.
You just can't help yourself now. You can't help yourself.
After the last outing,
it's like, at what point does you become the become the old man?
That's what I'm
and
saying.
then
Jeremy is like, Jeremy
becomes
literally
Jeremy.
whispers
All
me. He's like, let's ditch these lives behind.
Yeah.
I don't need to be Jeremy anymore.
lives as the old
I
man.
literally leaned over to Michael today and went, I'm sad on me right now. Not him, without a care in the
Which
world.
one of you proposed quitting and then coming back a
Me.
week later?
I proposed quitting Achievement Hunter and leaving for
What I was
a couple
saying-
weeks, and then we hire the
What I was
ones.
saying too, like, that like you and I quit, and then you go, which is funny to me, you go, and then we wait like a long time, like a week. And I was like, I thought you were gonna say like a year or something like that.
Oh,
No
you're
one knows.
bored.
And I was like, that good's good, like that good's, because if we're gone, like, ooh, 2 white guys in their 30s, who cares? We get 80-year-olds, like that hits a whole new demographic. Because my thought was like, how many seniors are like chilling, retired? They got all day to do nothing. They could watch other old men on YouTube, and they'd be like, he's like me.
He gets
He's
it.
getting into it. You know, they can buy merch for their grandkids and stuff. Buy merch for themselves. I think it's a good idea.
Achievement Hunter branded adult diapers.
I
would be
think
great.
Achievement
You know,
Hunter,
back to
Michael
just
and Jeremy have run
peeing
their
wherever you are.
course. It's time to hang up our hats.
Don't have to get up and go to the toilet
don the
anymore.
mask.
Become old man. Don the man like Batman.
I'm gonna glue it to my neck. And Lindsay's gonna go pull it off, and I'm just like, there
We
is
talked
no
about,
off
like-
switch.
Should be like that Goosebumps episode.
Ghost bumps.
Goosebumps. Or the mask episode. They had the green mask. The girl puts it on for Halloween. She can't take
Can't
it
get
off.
it off.
That's gonna be us. Except the twist is if she loved it.
Yeah, that's true.
And she was like, I love this thing. I want to be this forever. That's Jeremy. Just running
It
around.
was like so many old man ideas coming out today.
So
Some of them are
what's the-
easy too.
Why do you like being the old man?
Because he doesn't care
Let's
about
figure
anything.
this. Let's get
You
to
don't
it.
care about it.
No, that's a whole new level, man.
There's
It's a whole
really
new
is.
level of
Ah,
it.
Look at those guys.
Yeah, it's a whole, yeah, they are.
food on your mouth?
Yeah,
Ugh.
What was I eating?
cream corn.
There it is. That was Thanksgiving. They showed up on the Thanksgiving.
I was like, it's not part of the mask.
Here's the thing, too. You can't really tell much of a difference between this little thing on your mouth and these things.
Oh, there's a
over your
lot of
eye.
like blemishes and growth.
Michael's is particularly horrific in terms of what's. You can like see my lip like in it.
Yeah, your mouth is a little.
Mine
bigger.
doesn't fit like Michael's.
Yeah,
does.
Why does yours dye his mustache?
I don't know. Well,
Because he's still
Tell me about the
maybe he's trying to
character.
pick up
young and
he's
spry.
trying to pick up the chicks.
He's trying to pick up the ladies.
We've decided
Not
that
trying to not
you're
look
like
too old.
like insignificantly younger than me.
Like
as
like
well.
a year.
Like it could be a year or less, but you're always like, you old
I
bastard.
call you an old bastard a lot. I call everyone bastards as him. That's his favorite term.
No.
You bastard. Yeah, no, what I love about it so much is, he doesn't care to the extent of, like, when I'm in the mask and I'm going up, I'll say anything I want to anyone. Because I'm like, I'm not saying it, the old man is.
It's
like a split
It's
really
it's
not how that
a
works.
shield we don't really have.
It's a shield we don't have.
false
It feels
shield
like
is
I
what
do.
it
Yeah,
is.
it's like, I'm untouchable. But you're not.
And then you get arrested.
I will say there's more, like, even with stuff that has or hasn't come out, more than ever, there's stuff as the old men, we're like, we can't use that.
Yeah,
Because they're crazy and old.
they are.
You just play Duck
You
Dynasty.
just deal with it
them,
later.
It'll be fine.
You old now,
You deal with it
later.
later. Yeah.
Okay? They've seen some shit.
Oh my god, I love it.
It was as Ryan's about to give Jeremy therapy. I was saying this is like you're describing some sort of sick therapy. Like you go to a psychiatrist.
Yeah, this
and
is-
they're like,
if anything,
put
it's a
on this
solution."
mask.
Yeah.
And just do.
I
There
can
are
just-
no boundaries.
I can just let it out.
Jeremy just kind of hobbles around the room screaming things.
You are
Yeah.
now free of
Yeah,
yourself.
that's what it is.
Become the old.
That's
And I think
what
it's
it
worth
is.
doing because if I needed to get anything out as just me, there's a bunch of things I can do. It's the old man. It takes me like an hour to get somewhere.
Right.
Right, because I stay in character from spot to spot, and I hobble.
Does
slow.
Cat hate it? Do you get into it?
Well, I don't have the mask at home.
Yeah, but it'll come out.
It does come out every now and again. It bursts out of me. You know.
That's the problem.
Very slowly.
You know, it's leaked from the mask
Yeah.
into you.
Yeah.
I'll tell
It
you
resides
the
in you now.
favorite hobby of that old man is to knock things off people's desks.
Yours especially.
Right, I love doing it.
It's another thing, like you.
I'll walk up to Matt and I'll go with my cane because I have a cane and it's perfect. So I'll
You
go
use
up
the
to
cane
Matt's
to
desk and
knock.
I'll be like, "How you doing over here? Playing your mind games or whatever?" And then I'll like knock his mouse off his desk.
Watching people try to stop you. It's so funny.
And because people treat you like an old man.
Yeah, they're very
Like, they're not going to
gentle.
shove you away because you're an old
People
man.
just grab your cane and you're like, stop.
Right, but then I'm weak, so I can't fight it back from them.
He's so stupid. It's so dumb.
Physically and mentally
When is that
become
video
this
coming out?
person.
The one that you showed me?
Probably soon.
Okay.
Hopefully
I mean,
soon.
I would
It's
say
so
probably
funny.
sometime in February.
Oh, so good.
February.
Far out? Oh, man.
Well,
I was hoping like...
today's the
I was hoping
23rd.
like Monday.
I don't think that's gonna happen. You better get to
No.
work on it.
Oh, I gladly, but I will never do as good an editing job.
Also,
as, like,
we shouldn't
Ashley
be
would do.
trusted.
No.
You gotta have someone else go. We gotta cut this part. We gotta cut that.
The best part is
believe
that
that's
Gavin
it.
was filming it, and Gav is just amazing at
He's got so
filming
many good
like,
shots.
between the games and stuff.
It's like he should do something with that.
He should
should,
go.
like,
for
You
it.
get behind the camera more
One
often.
day.
It's that had a memory jump there because normally the person operating the camera is Alec. As I was walking down the hall earlier, I guess someone sent Sarah something like cookies or whatever, and so I was walking past the door. The guy at security had the box, and Alec comes through the door, and the guy looks at Alec and goes, "Is there Sarah Weems back there?" Alec just stone face walks right by him. And then I'm walking, I'm like, all right, well, I guess I'll answer. I'm like, yeah, she's back there. Hey, Alec, could you... And Alec does not turn. He's just walking down the hall.
Got a mission.
He does not acknowledge his name or that he's been spoken to at all. I don't know, maybe he had earpods on, but I didn't see him.
We also don't know that that's his real name. He could have assumed that identity, and he forgets that's the man. he
Every now and
murdered.
again,
I mean, he walked
was
into the
named
main
Alec.
room today wearing like
it was a high-vis jacket.
yeah,
Vest.
he had like a
vest on
vest
it.
and a jacket.
He had like a lit construction
yeah.
vest.
Yeah, it's
you
a
know?
high-vis thing.
Like what road crews wear.
Along with
Yeah,
a
you can
hat.
see 'em.
I saw it through the window, and I just kept
and
walking.
we were just like, what the hell are you wearing? And he was like, oh, rentals. I work here.
I'm from whatever rentals.
Yeah, he's like, it was
Just
like
kept
Herc.
saying I'm supposed to be
It was
here.
like, yeah, it's like, oh, it's from like Herc Rentals. I'm supposed to be here. I'm
And we were like,
what is?
why are you wearing
why?
that? And what did he say? He was like,
He said he found it.
he was
over-
like, oh, it was on some like donation table, so I put it on. Now people just let me in places.
I just,
He says in his place of work.
Right.
Where he belongs.
Like, I just don't know what to do. I don't know what to do about you.
It's just unexpected.
I was saying this thing too. He
don't
kept
know.
like occasionally there'll be like a box of like merch, like either left over from a shoot or whatever, and people will like put it in the other room, and it's like, oh, I'll take the size, whatever the size fits me. I've noticed like he does it all the time, but like yesterday, the day before, he had like a bunch of shirts in his hand, and Sarah's like, Alec, these are small. Like these don't fit you. These are small. And he's like, but when I lose weight, and it's just like, it's just like I imagine he has just wardrobes like at his house, like closets of clothes that don't fit him.
Right. He's like one day.
He's just so committed to the bit.
like,
He's so committed to the bit.
I mean, like I wear.
I question it.
It's like I wear an XL though, but if I lost like 100 pounds, I'd still be probably a large.
It's one of those. Like he'll never wear a small. Like his bones, like his body structure is not. It's exactly what I thought. Like you will never wear a small.
Yeah.
You could be 100 pounds and you wouldn't wear a small.
I have a theory. I don't think he's saving those for some future body type.
I don't think he is either.
He nests.
He just roosts.
Yeah. I think he's got like a
swirls
hole
it?
and he just fills it with fabric and rolls around.
He's also got a shower
It might be
curtain
more likely that he
next to
has
his
like
desk.
a cage with people in it that he's dressing. Like
Oh,
that
could
would
be.
be.
He has
Like-
curtained
Well,
himself off.
he's
too.
getting him nice merch.
Then he
though.
tells him that he works
I was gonna
there.
say, it's a shower curtain.
Yeah,
too.
there's a shower curtain separating him
next
from
to
the
his
rest of the
desk,
room.
and he
Yeah.
just
Oh,
pulls
yeah.
it closed.
Yeah, he does do that.
Why?
He's a freak. Dude.
He wants privacy.
You had him on a Ready Set Show, right? There's
Yeah.
a little glimpse if you're wondering like
what
what
are you
he's
doing
like.
at work that you need privacy?
Nothing.
If you
He's
want-
just he's a weirdo. Dude.
Yeah, I'll look into
He's
Alec.
a weirdo.
There's a Ready Set show with him where we just had him bring in items of his, and we just grill him on like why he has them and what they mean to him and stuff. Real look at him.
The last time when RT Core came over to our office and
Did a
he
thing.
did a thing,
Hasn't come
but
out
not
yet.
that.
Okay.
As I entered the room at one point, there was something covering Gavin's desk, and he comes out from under there. And I said, Alec, what were you doing under there? He said, not enough. And then he just ran out of the room.
What a guy!
Oh,
And also like I feel like he might be one of those people that doesn't have like pain receptors.
Yeah.
Because like whenever he
Dude, when
films,
he gets-
there's like moonballs and shit flying
gets
around. He
pelted
gets
by
it all the
shit.
time, and it's like it's just like a flinch, no
Yeah.
noise, no sound, and it's just like, did you feel that?
Wasn't it Extra Life we like tased him and he just didn't react?
Yes.
at all?
Yeah.
And
I was
like,
that's probably not good.
there's an extent of like when you get hit with a shock thing or whatever.
Your muscle
I mean, it hurts and your muscles go, and like
spazzes a bit.
there's never really ever a reason to go like really, but it's funny and
That's what people want to see.
It's
sometimes
people.
it's
It's what
just
people
like-
want to see.
Gotta make 'em happy.
It's possible to like
Sometimes
just
it's scary. Like when
and sometimes
Jack
it's
was
scary.
like, "Whoa."
we gave it to John Mace, and he just wanted to hurt us. And like, oh yeah, that's us. Like, and there's some Ready Set Show. Well, that's just me and Trevor, really. Which
Yeah,
that's
you're Jeremy. You're on the left.
trust me,
Trevor's on the right.
that's the boring part of
they
this
did
episode.
get the right show.
There he is.
There he
Oh,
That's the man.
He was coming.
Yeah. So, but it would still be enough to make you go like, because you weren't expecting it, and like it was turned up to like 70 or whatever, 70 or 80 at the time. And then I just went up to Alec and I put it on his arm and set it off, and he just stared me in the eye, and he didn't move. Like, and I was just like, okay. And he was like, I'm going to, and he just went, I'm going to bed. And he turned around and left.
He closed his eyes and he was sleeping.
Yeah.
He fell asleep during the bit, and actually, it was during Extra Life.
Sounds like he
Was that
didn't
the one
fall
that was on the
asleep. Sounds like he
ground,
went to
laying
bed.
down?
He just laid on the floor.
Yeah, it was on the ground.
and
right?
that was it.
as hell though at that point. Are we sure it wasn't just a pass out?
I don't know. He just was
he
like,
that drunk?
He was-
no. He
They dragged him off the stage at one point.
I mean, he was sleeping.
Normally, you wake up if you're not.
Man's gotta sleep.
Man's got to sleep.
Doesn't matter where, when. It's gotta happen.
Yeah, God.
You right?
Yeah, just thinking about him.
The enigma that he is.
Not wrapped in a donut.
Boy,
That's
anywho.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, here we go. So there he is
Hey, he's
sleeping.
out. See, he's out already.
Yeah, so
That's him in the
Just
bottom
did it,
left.
like right.
You know what? It was probably a bit,
and then look at
he
John on the
actually
right. Look at John Mason
Fell asleep.
trying to play charades and stuff like that. And he didn't move. That's where he was for most of that.
God, I remember watching this from behind the camera and like, your frustration with Trevor was amazing.
could not
I was
get
there
the
when
man to
you.
say
I couldn't see what he was trying to do.
When you hit the ground, like you had your like legs spread. I don't remember the exact pose,
Yeah.
but I was like feet away from you.
Oh man,
dying.
he's
What
comfortable.
Is that a
Scarf. Yeah.
Okay.
And
Why does it look like a mummy wrapping?
Because it probably is.
And that's just straight up the concrete floor too. Like that's not. He's not on.
not
anything.
comfortable. Yeah.
Yeah, but you know.
He didn't even have any dust down there.
I was trying to get Trevor to say toaster. I mean, charade, and
What
then
were you
like,
doing?
pushing-
Show me.
Well,
what
but my
toaster
hands
was.
were handcuffed behind my back.
Okay,
so I was
so what were you
doing
doing?
motions of me trying to like.
Yeah, you're doing this like push. Or
I was
something.
like doing push, and then I was like backing up and like doing this, and I was going like that, and then like taking stuff out.
Okay.
And like and then I was like pretending to put stuff on it and whatnot, and like just trying to get him to save. And then obviously it's difficult with with my hands behind my back stuff. And then I just gave up because it was taking so long. I started yelling words you're not supposed to do in charades, and I was like, and Trevor's like, I don't know what you're like eating or whatever, and I'm like, I'm trying to get you to say a device. What kind of device would I put something in? I click it down. I let that happen. It pops back up. I take it back out, and then I have it. What could I possibly be using? And he goes, you don't toast popcorn. and I just like fell on the ground.
I saw it in person, and there was an awesome piece of artwork.
Oh,
That was just you in the pose with your hands
with
behind
my
your back,
ass out.
and
Like,
just your legs spread. Yeah,
Yeah.
it was good.
yep, that was it. Well, it was also like 1 a.m.
was
that
late.
thing started. Yeah, that was a whole night. That was a whole night. That
It
extra
was
life.
a whole day and night.
We got to come up with shenanigans for RTX this year.
Yeah, we do.
We got a lot of
excited.
fun stuff planned.
I said
Let's
they
just
should
not
do-
run again, please. If we do.
Oh,
any
you
live
mean for
shows.
AH Live?
I'm talking about yeah.
Oh,
I'm just saying.
The lapse. Well, like even, I mean, like yeah, that sucked, but like it sucked even more because it was so fucking hot.
Ew.
Yeah,
It was
But-
that was in Melbourne.
yeah.
We also got the great video of me just field tackling Gavin.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did.
Well, I thought, all right, cool. We're just gonna jog around because we all know how sweaty and tiring that's gonna be. But
No.
everyone was like full on.
Well, once you saw one
sprinting.
person sprinting,
Yeah, it was over.
and the pace was set.
Yeah.
You know, and it's like, oh god, and like I hit the wall. I did not make the first turn, like on my first go around, and I hit that wall, and the security guard was like,
Man, I rewatched that video that Gavin shot at Perth, where it was like us singing at the very end, which is
So
all the
good.
lights and colors and the whole crowd. It's like, God damn, I missed
That
it.
camera
Like,
is
so
awesome.
much fun.
Kat is very upset with me about that video because she's like, "Where are you? Everyone's on stage having a great time, and I'm nowhere to be seen."
You're somewhere in the crowd.
in the
right?
You
crowd.
see
Going
it
to the
at one
balcony?
point. You see me standing on someone's like back in the crowd. I run along the backs of chairs in theaters a lot during live
Yeah.
shows. It's fun.
We got to figure out. I love having the finale like that, but I don't know if Africa, if we might be done with it. We've
done a
We
lot of
gotta,
Africa.
you can't just keep redoing the same thing. We gotta come up with something new.
And we did Bon Jovi.
It was a
one
great
time. That was
moment.
really
We
fun.
did Bon Jovi. We did Bon Jovi in
It was
New
in New
Jersey.
Jersey. It was in New Jersey.
We've done
Performing
All
Arts
Star
Center.
a couple of times.
And
that
we were
was
in
fun.
those stupid blow-up suits. when we
Oh,
did
that's
it.
right.
Like the air.
That was the
fat
first, yeah,
suits.
because that was the first show we did,
Of the
and so we
tour.
did that, and then
We were
those
doing
suits
Gang
broke
Beasts.
like
Oh, we
immediately.
tore them to shreds.
Yeah. I was like, well, all right, not using those anymore.
Yeah, that's it.
They didn't work that good to begin with.
No, they didn't. They weren't great.
But anyway, if you can go to AH Live, you should do so. It's a lot of fun, and we enjoy doing them. Sorry,
Circled all the way around.
all the way around, back to the beginning.
Dude, just when I thought I was retired now of the Siege game.
Oh yeah, this guy. You're back in it.
Yeah.
I watched your highlight reel this morning.
I've been getting back into Siege shape because I actually got the work done. I was able to announce that I will be participating in the Siege Invitational Creators Cup.
Ooh.
So for the next 3 Sundays, I'll be competing with other creators on my team against other creators, and the top 2 teams get to play on the main stage at the Invitational. So I won't be there, but it'll be fun for the
You
next
might.
3 Sundays.
You said you won like almost all of your ranked games, right?
Well, 14 out of 15.
Well, I mean,
I would qualify that as almost all.
Yeah, but that's not.
Not
that's
what
not,
I
that's
used to be.
That's not center stage.
No, but
material.
you're playing
Center
against
stage
other.
is 15 of 15. Center stage is 16 out of
It's
15.
16, yeah, yeah. It's a whole. It's a whole
couple
nother
of aces
setting.
in there. You know.
You got to wear earbuds on center stage
Wait, why?
or pro scene because you ever see like esports matches where they have like their
I'm familiar
headsets
with
on.
the esports.
That the headset that they have on is just to cancel out noise. They have earbuds underneath for the game audio.
Really?
Interesting.
Yeah.
That's how we've been doing it wrong this whole time.
Yeah, on stage at RTX, we're like, we can't hear each other.
What?
Is there any particular reason for that? Just because it cancels noise better? Do it that way, or?
Well, yeah. I mean, you can't put headphone on top of headphone. I mean, those are.
Oh, you can.
But what
Well, I
if
mean,
you
you
just
could
got
try.
I'll do
And
it.
is that
But then
just-
also, just like you don't want to be able to hear the casters or anything like
Right,
that.
yeah.
You didn't
You
think
need
that
to
you
not-
could put headphones on top of construction hats, but we did it.
I saw the picture and I was like, because I couldn't make it in that day, and I was like, that's not Jackbox. That's a different game that
is
they're
correct.
playing.
It was not.
We went all loopy
When we
loop.
streamed Left 4 Dead.
And I like logged in from home, and I was like, I gotta change that. Yeah, the whole thing.
And I saw somebody posted that too because it got changed twice. Because someone was like,
Yes.
it was supposed to be this. They changed it to this. I got there as Left 4 Dead. And I was perfectly fine with it. There's like three different names. So we just got, that's what I was talking about earlier.
Yeah,
construction
there was
hats.
that.
We just got those, were they on Awu or something?
No, someone just mailed
just
me
mailed
like,
it to Jack.
like 10 construction.
Yeah, and they're all different
colors.
colors. So we've been,
I just kept lowering
see
it so
him
it was over
cropping
my
up.
eyes. So it's like my favorite thing to do.
there was like, you were sitting next to me and like a number of times you would look towards me and I could not see your face.
I just like kept it low, like it was like.
That's also when you guys just like laughed at me watching me walk around all the computers. It was really pissing me off.
We
Well, he
didn't
sat
laugh
down
at you.
one.
There was like you guys were in there, Jeremy and Ryan, and I sat in there and there was like an open seat and I had a cup of water and I put the cup of water there.
You hovered
And I'm
over
like-
that.
You
for a
put the cup
while.
down and then you stood there and
Right,
talked.
and I was
You
like
hovered
talking
next
to you.
Yeah,
You didn't
And-
put the cup down for a while.
I put the cup down almost immediately.
I thought you put it down early.
Don't spill anything in
So-
that.
To be
I'm
fair
just
though,
like, I never have.
I was sitting on the other side.
So I'm sitting there
Please.
talking to you guys, and like talking a couple minutes, maybe like 2 minutes or whatever.
Yeah.
I literally sit down, and you both go, "Oh, Jeremy's sitting there," and I'm like,
There I am. Well,
I'm like-
yeah, and I was sitting across from it because I was.
which also, yeah, I didn't know
Making sure
that
it
you
was
threw me off because
downloaded
you were
and- yeah.
sitting in the other chair already, and I'm like,
Yeah.
"Oh, all right, Chris, I'm already making a thing out of it." Like, great, I'm gonna sit here. I pick up the cup. I walk to the right. I walk all the way around to the other
To where I
side,
was
to where
sitting.
you were. And as I'm about to sit down there, they're like, "Who else was sitting there?" Like, "Oh,
Trevor.
Oh, Trevor's there." And I was like, "You motherfucker." When I sat down to the third chair, and I'm like, "Is this all right? Can I sit here?" And that's the chair that I ended up in that picture.
Making sure. Oh, by the way,
was
and speaking of Left 4 Dead, send me. I don't know where the best place to send it. Maybe Twitter. If you know a like add-on map, like a fan-made campaign that's good, send that
We
to me.
tried
please.
one.
Good isn't even.
I saw
I
you
would
guys
be more
trying
specific
something. It
than
looked
good.
crazy.
How about-
Because
okay,
I'm not
not just
saying
good.
what we did wasn't good.
It was good. Please send us one that is a map
Vanilla.
and is normal. Now, I don't know if that's.
Vanilla's fine as long as it's not too crazy.
Here's also the thing. I don't
That
know
was.
if
That was the
if what
one.
happened to us is the map's fault. Because so when I downloaded the add-on map, we got this add-on map for a campaign for Left 4 Dead, and
It's called Precinct 84.
Precinct 84,
Yeah.
and
So maybe someone knows if this is the issue,
but when we try to load it up, it's not like when you play a campaign with just your friends. You just like go in the game, start game, and it goes. It's like, no, you need to find a dedicated server. You need to search for a server. Like, it won't let you just play it on your own thing. So then it has to put you on like a public server type thing, a public dedicated server, and we go on there. And so I don't know if the server had all these other things programmed in, but there was a bunch of shit. Like, you kill a zombie and it dropped like a little mini helicopter, and then you pick that up, and you got like plus 5 missiles.
Points.
Yeah,
There
yeah.
were points and missiles, and Matt got an airstrike at one point and was calling it in on stuff, and then the tank showed up, and it's like, oh, bitch tank's here. It's
That
like
was
a
the name
pink
of the
tank or
tank.
something.
There were 35, 45 different
It kept
types
telling
of
us there was
tanks.
35 tank variants, and
Yeah.
apparently they all shoot lightning from them.
Some of them like spawn boomers.
You could pick each other up while you're on the ground.
Yeah, you could crawl on the ground.
We're already not
Some
good
of
at
that
the
was
game.
good.
Some
So
of it
that's
was
cool.
good.
That's a cool add-on, but like it was just like we want to just play Left 4 Dead on new maps.
You got it, checked it out, and you're like, cool, this is a different level. Like, this is a new level.
Yeah.
We got in, and like right past where you got up to, we were like, what the hell is happening?
What is going on?
What is this game?
I got to like a ladder that we went up at one point in the level, and at that point in the level, I was like, all right, this is cool. Literally as I went up the ladder. So then when we play it, we get to the ladder, and it goes like, the tank music starts. We're like, oh, it's a tank. And it's like, shield tank activated. And it's a tank like shooting lightning with a shield around it. And we're just like, what the fuck? Like running around, crawling on the ground.
Unless you're Matt Bragg, and then it was Hank Hill.
Who still had a bunch of mods
He
on.
didn't turn his add-ons off, so
tell you
Hank Hill
what.
came running at him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's always the best.
Yeah, well, I mean, I could try and host it as a dedicated server locally.
Listen, maybe I'm not saying we can't get there, but we were not ready for this.
We were not.
We were
ready
ill
for it.
Well, we
prepared.
never figured out how to use our missiles.
And we were also playing on advanced, which is already hard enough in the base game because we're not good per se. We Left 4 Dead on advanced for us is like banging our head against the wall, and it usually cracks. We like it's not the smartest way to play. It's
On
not
advanced?
like it's not like we don't coast on advanced, but we can always beat it. You know what I
Yes.
mean? Like we hit trouble spots. But it's like we
trying and
some
trying.
levels are worse than others, but like we always manage to finish it.
We cracked the concrete eventually.
This one was bonkers.
Yeah. We tried like twice, and then we were just.
I was like,
forget it.
"Oh, "This is insanity." Dude, when
It was
we
the
see the finale, it was
Something
like
happens
it was
in
like
the finale, yeah, where it's just you immediately just
it's hell on
No,
earth,
it's hell.
and we were just like,
no.
So more difficult than GTFO.
Yes.
I mean, just so different.
Yeah, different stuff.
It's yeah, like you said, there were tanks there shooting boomers. It's like just like they're shooting boomers. What's happening?
And then like it
got
hits you, and you're blind, and then you open your eyes again, and it's just gone to hell.
It's burned into my brain. I just had like 2 frames where I see a tank go like this, and a boomer comes flying out of his hands, and I was like, well,
What?
okay,
Yeah, it's pretty
over.
nuts. And I mean, like, cool, very cool mods and everything, but like, we just kind of want new maps for now because I think we've done pretty much every campaign in Left 4 Dead.
If we haven't done all of them, there maybe's only like 1 or 2. There's so many.
Should I try and mod it again to have 6 people again? Or does that just take some of the fun out of it?
It sounds like it's
it's a
chaotic.
pretty
Or
good.
something
Something like that, it would probably be helpful.
I mean, for
Right,
that
you're not
mode in
wrong,
particular, regular Left 4 Dead, I think is pretty good for.
That was
Yeah.
real janky, but I got it to work back with the Minecraft Left.
The
4 Dead.
Minecraft one, that was very cool.
Left 6 Dead.
Yeah.
I want more
But-
golf maps like that one we played where we could control the ball flowing, flowing down the whole
Golf
time.
with your friends is really taking a turn too,
And that's
doing
totally
fun
different.
Stuff.
Yeah, Golf with Your Friends is like a
Were
total
you in that? You
different
weren't. Were you in that one?
Which one?
Golf with Your Friends, the one we just did 2 of them. That was wild.
No.
Yeah.
You guys
We
did
just-
that
we
maybe
just-
like on Tuesday, wasn't it?
It was like yesterday, the day before.
Yeah.
We just did Golf with Your Friends, and like I guess it was like an update in the game. It was like a whole new game.
Yeah.
They added 2 new maps, and
It's-
then they've added power ups.
And I feel like the hitting's different too, with like the
Yeah.
bars and like how you hit the ball. It was just like a totally different golf.
It really is, yeah. But they left in the stuff that was great about Golf with Your Friends. You like change the shapes and like every now
But
and
now
again.
that's something you can thrust upon.
Right.
So
That's
it's
a
like
power up. You just change
power-up.
everyone's shape.
You pick up a power up, and it'll be like randomizer, which like randomizes all the balls. But you hit it, and it instantly turns all the balls for 1 stroke. So like if someone's about to sink the ball, and then it turns into a cone, and you're like, "Damn it!" Like you have to just waste the stroke, and then it turns back into a ball, like a regular.
Or if
golf
you're
ball.
mid rolling and someone activates it, you just
you just
in your roll
however
you
the
become
geometry
a
of the
cube
fucking
or something.
thing rolls.
But yeah, I mean, it was fun. It was a fun
They
time.
had the standard sticky trap option. There was a freeze in place. I think there's only 3 I saw.
Double jump.
I had double jump.
Yeah, I think that might have been the only thing. But I mean, that
and
was
then they
enough.
added like all these ghost platforms where you have to like
Yeah.
hit an activator, and,
Oh.
and something that's insubstantial becomes solid. So like if you
So you have to
needed
waste a stroke to hit
You
it.
either
though?
need to
essentially,
use
like,
it or
you have
not
to
use it.
line up right and hit it so that
So
it
it
turns something
activates while
solid
you
so
go-
that you
okay.
go up.
No
and-
way.
It was
yeah.
usually like the hole-in-one method was to do
difficult.
that. But
Yeah,
yeah,
dude, I
and
miss those old golf maps. I mean, the one that we played where you're just falling down because there was one of the sections. Remember, it was like super thin on the line, going like this.
Yeah, it
while
was
the ball was
awesome.
just going. And then we would just take turns, like seeing someone else do it. And we're like, they're seeing the code. And it's like the thinnest line, this shape, like literally as thin as the ball.
it got really sad because the dude that made that, I just when we play golf it, we're
Yeah,
like,
we tried
need
to do
new
another
maps.
one.
Right, I just go into Steam and I go to add-ons and then I
So
just
it's-
sort
so
by
it's
most
popping.
popular,
Yeah.
right? And then like see what's up there. And now I've got like 50 downloaded. So I gotta clear them out to make sure we don't replay any. But
We gotta clear out the Gmod add-ons that we have.
yeah, I've
Sometimes
got
just
360 add-ons. I gotta do.
1,500 in.
I have to close a bunch of them. But like the roll down the hill one with the controlling was so cool and different. And the
So
guy was
fun.
like, I have other maps. was like, fuck, sweet. That's like 2 more Let's Plays right there. It's just this guy's awesome. They were bad. It wasn't the same mechanic like as the rolling thing, and it was just golf maps, and they weren't anything.
Maybe one day.
Speaking of mini golf, did y'all talk about hardcore mini golf at all? So
Nothing about
We
it.
shot so much for that. And it was like two shots.
Yeah,
that
so
made it-
if you didn't see, we put out like a Rooster Teeth 2020 video a couple, I guess, 2 weeks ago, maybe or so. The one with Jeff and the cyberpunk type deal, which also I'm in that for a split second.
Are you really?
Yeah, I had a ton of like crazy makeup and shit, and they're like, "Oh yeah," I'm like, they opens the door as me and I think Mariel sitting side by side, and it's like gone. And so anyway, as part of that, we teased Hardcore Mini Golf, which is a project that I'm working on right now. And so it's going to be lots of fun. And yeah, we need it. So the stuff in the trailer, that's just like it's temp stuff, just like stuff for B-roll for this trailer only.
we were figuring out how the game might work while we were shooting it.
Yeah, and so we have ideas and stuff, and it's going to be a lot of fun, but we haven't shot anything for it yet, literally nothing for it yet, other than the title is in existence right now. And so, but yeah, it's going to be freaking awesome. It's going to be a lot of fun. And so it's going to be a lot of Achievement Hunter and mini golf in ways you've never seen before, hopefully, but also still exciting. So
Rooster Teeth makes a lot of content.
Yeah.
That's what I learned from that video.
Dude,
I was
a lot of stuff.
watching. I was like, "Oh my god!" Like it was just like
A
kept
lot.
going. I was just like, "Jesus!" all these shows.
Kovic and James shot a show here last year that is coming out at some point this year.
Awesome.
It's fucking hilarious. Yeah, it's.
Was it in the teaser?
It is. I forget what they called it in the teaser.
No idea. No idea. I think.
No idea. No idea. Okay, yeah, it's the two of them, and I don't know what I can say about it,
Right,
But
right.
it is hilarious.
You can probably figure out a bunch of it from the shot
Just
that they showed in there.
yeah.
Oh yeah, look at that little
there's
cyberpunk.
Look
thing.
at you.
There's me, and also there's Lindsay in between Marilyn and I, standing up. Lindsay was like a lounge singer. She did this whole like singing thing that was fucking
What
weird
the
and
hell am
hilarious.
I looking at? Look at that.
Yeah, and
This
then
is awesome,
Those
though.
are the glasses from Willy Wonka.
yeah, and then there's Trevor and Barbara at the bar.
Yeah, to the right.
That's
Who's
Gus at the end of the
who's
bar.
on the left?
Is that a Mountie?
No, that's I think that's Miles and Christina, maybe. Yeah, she has like one leg, and then I think that's Chad in the back.
Chad
Yeah,
was definitely in the hallway.
Yeah,
when
he's in
Jeff
the
was
hallway
on.
too. But
Yeah.
and then Adam Ellis was the bartender, and it was
Adam looked great.
yeah, it was crazy. And we shot it like right at UT as well. We shot at a bar at UT, which is like that's kind of cool because I've been to that bar. And it's like here we are dressed up in stupid outfits.
That's
Back
really cool.
in my day.
so
That all
awesome.
those shots looked awesome.
But yeah,
Yeah.
so maybe we'll do a cyberpunk show at some point.
The people were very excited about the cyberpunk.
Yeah.
They were like, "What is this cyberpunk show?" Like nothing.
No,
It's a cool little thing
it's a
to,
cool
before we show all the
it
stuff.
looks awesome.
Yeah.
The makeup is great.
But yeah, it's funny because like everyone's like in cyberpunk stuff, and then Drew just threw me into a Hawaiian shirt, and he's like, you're like the Bill Paxton. I'm like, okay, I'm cool with that because Bill Paxton and Alien wasn't wearing the Hawaiian stuff. So all right, I'll roll with that.
I watched that on Sunday. Still good. So great.
Alien or Aliens?
Both.
Okay.
Okay.
I watched Alien and I was like, I gotta do Aliens now. Had to.
Such a good.
And then now I'm just like, fuck. Alien 3, I
No,
guess.
Alien 3, it's
Alien
it's
3
not
starts
a bad
off where they're
movie.
just like, let's just throw everything out the fucking
Yeah.
window. And then Alien Resurrection, it was cool in this. It's a terrible movie. It was cool in the sense that it was like, it's updated. It's just like CG, xenomorph, stuff like that. But I was just like, they got weird with it.
Yeah.
They got real weird.
It's real funny though hearing what's that guy's name? The one that used Hellboy too, right?
Ron Perlman.
Yeah. Tell a story about when they're in the basketball court and she like at one point just throws the ball and it sinks it.
Oh yeah.
She did that for real in like one take.
Yeah.
And that's what his reaction where he just busts out laughing is his actual reaction because no one thought it was gonna
That's awesome.
go in.
Yeah. They're like we'll fake it
a
or we'll comp
resurrection.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I might just watch all of it just for the hell of it.
Man.
Maybe.
God, speaking of Sigourney Weaver, I watched Screen Rant that made a documentary about Galaxy Quest.
Oh wow.
Whoa!
Yeah, and it's like that's
Never
cool.
give up, never surrender.
I fucking love Galaxy Quest. And like the trailer, see my spit all over the table. The trailer has like Brent
Dwight.
Spiner, I think Jonathan Frakes is in there, and a bunch of like people from the cast. But like But Brent Spiner's like, this is the best Star Trek movie that's come out in like.
Brent Spiner in the movie?
No, it's just-
okay.
but they pulled in like sci-fi people. It's like Will Wheaton
Star
talks
Trek
about
people.
it. And so it's like these Star Trek people like, oh yeah, this is the best Star Trek movie that's come out in decades. And it's
Pretty
like,
good.
It's Galaxy
so
Quest is
good.
great.
So fun.
and it was right on that line where
fun
it's like,
watch.
it was when fandoms were becoming a huge thing. You know, it's
Yeah.
like now it's such a massive thing. Like Comic Cons and your PAXs and RTXs, like they're all things. Whereas back then it was kind of like Comic Con was for nerds. And no one really kind of like was into it before that. Now it's like, obviously they're huge, but it like Galaxy Quest was right there on that line when that sort of fandom sort of took off, and they handled it really well. But anyway, yeah, I haven't seen it yet, but the documentary looks good, and I'm like, I'm all about. I love Galaxy Quest, and apparently the movie like it was intended to be much darker, and then like the directors lost control of the edit, and so that's why like at one point,
Well, they have like the alien babies that like eat people. and
yeah,
shit,
but like
right?
at one point, like Sigourney Weaver clearly says, "Well, fuck that." Like when it's the choppers or whatever,
Yeah.
and then it's like she's like, "Well, screw that," and it's like, but it's way off, very clear. It's like apparently there's a lot of stuff in the movie like that.
More of a PG-13, I guess.
Yeah, and so, but like I guess the studio had a lot of issues with like the tone of it and like I don't know. It sounds cool. And,
It came out great.
yeah,
I enjoyed the movie.
fantastic.
That reminds me of Picard came out this week.
Today,
And I haven't seen it yet.
Worth it?
I don't know. I've seen both. I've seen reviews both directions. Some people are like, a common review seems to be that it's slow.
okay.
Takes a while to get where it's going.
Well, it's only the first episode out right now, right? Or is it the full season?
Some of the reviews have seen more of it.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah.
Sometimes they'll give you like 3 episodes
Right.
to get you ahead of schedule on your review.
Which one of them that I was reading was like, yeah, by episode 3, it's still like, hey, let's go find this guy that's going to go on the crew. And it's like, they're going to go on the crew, but they're going to take like 45 minutes for this guy to go like,
Sounds like filler. I think I'll continue watching The Amazing Spider-Man. Disney Plus. All those shows.
Disney
Is
Plus.
is it a animated or?
The 90s Spider-Man cartoon.
And that's the 90s one? Spider-Man has a lot of good cartoons.
Did that end? Like, did it have an ending, or did you just get canceled?
Well, it actually, like, they wanted to do another season, but they got up to the whole point with, like, Madam Web. If you remember watching, yeah, they did that whole thing, and essentially, I think it was like Secret Invasion. I haven't seen that show in a long time. So they essentially like got through that storyline and that plot, and they had plans for another season, but then they didn't get renewed for that last. They had plans for 1, maybe 2 more seasons.
Have you gotten to the episode yet in that show where Spider-Man has the black suit on and he's fucking hammering Shocker? And he goes, he goes, Shocker! And he climbs the thing and goes, I'll follow you to the ends of the earth! And that's what he yells at him. Yeah. That's how they're like, we're going to show Peter Parker's bad now. And he just tells Shocker, you'll follow him to the ends of the earth.
Do you see the trailer for Morbius?
Yes.
Jared Leto
sure
movie?
did.
I just
Vampire Leto?
They give him another chance. Hey.
A lot of questions. Because the end of the trailer has Michael Keaton, which he's playing Adrian Toomes, who is the Vulture.
So it's tied in.
So it's like this weird.
like
Not only that, but there's the
Sidestep.
painting or the street art of Spider-Man. It says murderer.
Yeah,
over it.
it's
also
weird.
like-
It's the Sam Raimi outfit
from the
but from the
game,
game.
though.
So it's like the skin from the game or a skin from the movie in the game, which is a different universe altogether.
Yeah.
But it could also just be like, we just need an image of Spider-Man, and they found that and they put it up, and then that'll be replaced later, which 100% I can guarantee that's probably what happened.
Whoa, that
also-
startled you.
they're also
But also there's
Covered it
talks
up.
of like they're working their way towards Sinister Six now, which
that's
maybe they'll
been
set it up
it's been, like back and forth in the shadows for a
well,
while.
it's like maybe they'll set that up in like the Sony universe and then carry those characters into the MCU, which would be weird. But I mean, Sony's got their hand on Spider-Man, and so Marvel's gonna be like, well, if we want Spider-Man, we got to deal with him somehow. And so
that would be annoying.
maybe it's an
I feel like-
agreement, but I don't
I feel
know.
like Marvel has a lot a lot left to explore.
Oh, especially now with them getting Fox, so they've got all the mutants.
Yeah.
They got Fantastic
They got a-
Four.
yeah.
Which is going to be a huge thing. Is how do they integrate those different universes without fucking it up?
I mean, there's a number of
carefully.
Well, did you see
There's a lot. Let me tell you, there's so many different ways. But I mean, like the easiest cop out is just like the Snap created the mutant genome.
Well, Elizabeth Olsen, there was some little teaser for the WandaVision thing, and they were just going through different like comic lines.
Just telling
Huh?
you. Just how
This man.
It just it might you know. What
Oh,
I
I
mean?
mean, yeah, that's also a
Alfredo
might.
and Lewis sit down together.
But
No,
she
listen.
directly addresses mutants in that, where they bring up the House of M, and how she snapped it into an all mutant world and then snapped it into a no mutant world.
She's gonna be in
And she
Doctor
implied
Strange's
that-
next movie,
yeah.
and that's supposed to be like kind of like
Multiverse of Madness.
horror-esque.
They brought up the kids
And-
that she and Vision
And
had,
he's the one that like stops her in the House of M.
and brought up the Vision being resurrected, and there's the White Vision.
Yep.
So I mean,
And House of M, she creates an old, like essentially she wills children into being, right? And
yes,
then
she impregnates herself.
yeah, then there's the whole turmoil of like Charles Xavier and stuff like that going to the Avengers, be like, we gotta stop her. And then there's that one, everyone's like, I don't know, maybe yes, no, and then they all go, and then she like essentially catches them, and everyone's in this alternate timeline. Mystique and Wolverine are together, and they're the head of, I think it was S.H.I.E.L.D. It's the whole thing. Like
Apparently-
Magneto like essentially rules over all of mankind, and the humans are kind of like the ones that are
The limited quantity.
yeah.
I'm just fascinated with what they're going to do. Because,
Sorry.
I mean, obviously
Options.
they're going to incorporate them at some point. I mean, Kevin Feige was
I was
like,
watching Jeremy.
hey, you know, we haven't even talked about, you know, Captain Marvel 2. We haven't talked about the mutants. We haven't talked about Fantastic Four. And it's like, no, yeah, they're all on the docket. And
Black Widow looks good too.
Black Widow looks pretty good, but
What they
interesting
should do is not overthink it and just have every movie do whatever they want, and then just say it's all the same universe.
Loosely.
yeah.
yeah.
Yeah,
And
they're
then
trying
the Flash
too hard.
is there for some reason.
They really are. Just let it fly.
But then, like,
do
someone
whatever.
brought up the fact that Morbius now is like, you know, he's basically a living vampire. He's like a, you know, a daylight vampire.
Which they kind of science in the trailer,
Which,
a little bit.
if you're gonna drop Blade into it, now would be the time. Like that would be interesting if you introduce Blade in that series and then bring him to the. It's like, I don't know. Like there's a lot. Or
Did half the vampires get snapped or not?
I don't know. Well, I mean, or you bring if you do bring all those characters from the Sinister Six into the MCU, that's how you introduce Blade, where he's dealing with like Morbius and those kinds of people, because you have to introduce vampires in order to get to Blade. So
Yeah.
What
That'd be
if
interesting.
Morbius creates the outbreak?
that could be it. I mean,
Yeah.
that could absolutely be a thing.
I don't know. I hope they don't, because Sony's like their whole cinematic universe is a mess. So I hope they don't tie it into MCU.
Well, that's the thing.
The
like,
one
Morbius
movie they've made.
is part of the MCU now, right? With this movie,
Not necessarily.
not necessarily, but if it is,
see what I'm saying?
then
With Tombs being there, that's
It's convoluted as hell.
but with Tombs being there,
Get him out of there!
But to be
Get him out of this movie!
To be fair,
Stop.
to be fair, having Tombs, like having Michael Keaton play
outta
Tombs in two movies is like having J.K. Simmons playing J. Jonah
It's true.
Jameson in
It is
two
true.
movies. Two different universes, same character, same actor. So hypothetically, they've set a precedent where already they've had the same actor playing the same
Yeah,
character.
but it's a bit of a
in-
stretch.
Yeah, it's a
J.K.
little-
Simmons is
yeah.
like,
I mean,
hey, get it, audience?
That's
like,
kind of like Alfred being in carrying through several different Batman.
Like,
I mean, he's just
like,
too good
well,
at that.
but
Michael
no, Mark was the
Keaton,
same
though,
character, though.
if it was like, say, like Michael Keaton, though, it's like that other movie just came out.
Yeah.
Like that's still
It's-
like
yeah,
like
it's-
the
you know what
J.K.
I mean?
Simmons thing. Like that Spider-Man's done. It's over. We've
there's
moved
been,
on.
while
there's been
ago.
several
Hey, look,
Spider-Mans
now
since
he's
then.
here.
Yeah.
Michael Keaton's
Just saying,
like
there is,
new.
there is a precedent. There is a precedent that's been set. It
Jack's
is-
hanging on to whatever he said.
Just saying.
No, because if Morbius is in the MCU, that means most likely that Venom is now Tom Hardy's Venom, which means that Woody Harrelson's wig is too. And I'm so excited about that.
Maybe we'll
Carnage,
get an
Harrelson.
MCU.
Right? Is it no, is he Carnage? Who is he?
Carnage.
Carnage, yeah.
They announced it was going to be rated R, right?
No, he's old as hell now.
Woody Harrelson?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, he is.
Yeah, but it'd be all symbioted up.
I mean, I haven't seen Zombieland 2,
Double tap.
It's okay.
but it's not, he doesn't seem like he's got the same,
It's
spring
more.
step
It's
as he
more the
used to.
first one. They don't
Yeah.
really change up anything.
Except they're old now.
Yeah, they're older. Abigail Breslin, is that who it was? Who's the young one? Yeah, she's gotten older. Yeah,
Yeah, as kids do.
as they
grow up.
age, they tend to age. It's weird like that.
I like the Morbius. They talked about blood, not plasma. They use the terminology plasma in the cartoons.
Oh, okay. They were sugarcoating it a
Yeah,
little
they
bit.
were like, he looks like a vampire. He's a vampire. He takes your plasma though. He's not gonna suck your blood. He's
Still gonna murder you.
He puts the rest of it back.
He's like,
And I was like, no, he's bad. He's got the fangs for a reason. Young me was not fooled.
give me that flag.
Just he had
should've-
fingers
they
on
should've
it. It's
cast me.
gross though, right? Like
should
the
have.
fucking
Right.
things on
You
his
had their
hands.
shoes on.
Jared Leto. If I were in the
hands
elevator shoes,
Yeah.
I'd be Morbius right now.
Damn, dude.
Speaking of
It
Jared
could've
Leto, I
been.
got Birds of Prey coming out in 2 weeks. I'm excited for that.
Hopefully that's not speaking of Jared Leto.
Yeah.
But I mean, it's being used in whatever. Whatever. But I mean, it looks good, man. Like the more I see about it, the more I'm like, oh, okay, cool. So I'm a fan.
Lindsay told me you guys finally saw Parasite.
Yeah, we pulled it off. buy a ticket 4 or 5 times, and we saw the movie.
And then maybe you finally get to see it.
Yeah,
What'd you think?
Yeah.
it was good. It was exciting in like sitting in a movie that I was really excited about. This I've just so many people have talked about like how good it is. You gotta see it. I wanted to see it like before that, but I don't think ever saw a trailer.
Good.
I'm 20 minutes into the film, and I'm like, I have no idea what this movie is about. And that's just like, I can't even
It's the
imagine
best
when
way
the
to watch
last
that
time that
movie.
happened was. It
Yeah.
like not even like, oh, I know the kind of general, I don't know what the spoilers are. I don't know where it's going. I knew nothing about the movie. It could have been a movie about a fucking carnival for all I know. Like I'm sitting there watching going, I wonder what this movie's about. It was good. It was really good.
It's interesting because Parasite. So the Academy Awards are like
The eyes never went like this though. I'm going to say that. Like on the poster, the father
black
standing
eyes,
there,
yeah.
he's got the black bars in his eyes.
The,
Never happened in the
so
film.
Parasite got
No,
nominated
it's not-
for. It got nominated for best
Not
foreign
my
film,
complaint.
but it also got nominated for best
My
picture,
review.
which kind of like already is like, well, if you got nominated for best picture for everyone, and you also got nominated
You've
for best
just won
foreign
best
film,
foreign
yeah,
film.
yeah, absolutely, you've won best foreign film. I mean, it's like how do you not? I don't
What were
get
you
it.
chuckling at? It was a chuckle.
I was hitting some chuckle buttons.
I heard the button.
I just like someone wrote. They were talking about plasma, and you said,
Oh,
yeah,
it's-
and you see they were like, plasma. They're like, it's blood without the cells in it. It's like pulpless orange juice. I just really liked that thought.
I saw that.
He's like, I don't want those cells in there.
Yeah, I saw that movie and I was like, all right, this looks really good. And I saw it and I was like, whoa, I'm really blown away by this film. And then I came in the office and I was like, does anyone know about this movie Parasite? And I was like, no. And I was like, all right, people need to watch this. And then after like 2-3 months, finally.
I was like day one, like, I'm on it. And then I'd be like, I got tickets. You're like, oh, nice. And the next day you see it, I'm like, nah, didn't go.
No.
Couldn't go.
Then you're like,
Next time.
You're like, hey, I got tickets again.
I got
So
tickets. Yeah.
I'm trying to think what's
See
out
it?
right
Nope.
now. Bad Boys for Life is out.
Yeah.
life. Apparently. Good.
Really?
I mean, it's
Okay.
a Bad Boys movie, right?
For what?
Okay.
I mean, like,
Okay,
you don't
okay.
go in expecting Bad Boys to be a fucking
Well, the
masterpiece.
problem is that's what 2 is. You went in expecting like, whatever. And it exceeded expectations.
Yeah.
And then like 15 years later, they're like, we made another one.
But go in with the proper
And like
expectations.
Martin Lawrence, he had a lot of sandwiches.
Will
Will Smith is like totally like still in shape, and like Martin
Martin's
Lawrence
there
is
just
like,
like,
he's like, I'll do
yeah,
it.
Hey,
I'll
I'm
do it.
also
Bad
here.
Boys for life.
Dude, The Gentleman, that looks fantastic. Guy Ritchie movie. I'm excited for
Saw the
that.
trailer
Yeah,
for that.
Yeah.
I haven't
So.
seen 1917 yet.
Yeah, 1970.
I need to watch that.
Still need to see Uncut Gems. I'm just looking through Draft House right now. Little Women is supposed to be great.
Uncut Gems, good movie. I liked it.
I mean, not Oscar worthy, but
That's unfortunate.
Ooh, they're showing Little Shop of
Because
Horrors.
that's the best performance he's gonna give. Like, and it was a solid film. The latter
Jack's just
half of
considering
last
what movie
year-
he's seeing.
I'm just seeing.
tomorrow.
I'm like
He went from like, hey, what's out now to
just
now
like,
I'm just
I
looking
don't
at what I'm
know.
going to buy.
tonight,
I'm
actually,
humming to myself.
They're doing a screening tonight, or no, excuse me, next week of The Good Place finale at the Alamo Draft House.
Interesting.
Which
That's
is kinda
cool.
series finale?
Yeah, series
Yeah,
finale.
it's done.
They're
I gotta
wrapping that
see
up. Great show.
Gotta see Sonic.
Is that
Did you
out?
see Sonic?
Surely not.
No, it's not out yet, is it?
No,
Is it out?
no, it's
I
not
thought I
out
saw
yet.
times for it.
Soon.
Look, they
Look
needed
out
to,
soon.
It took
Trust
a while for them to completely re-edit
When
the
does it
entire
come out?
film.
Soon.
It's true. But
I mean,
good on them.
We'll buy a bulk of tickets.
Yeah, some
Go
Sonic
fast.
balls. When's the release date? Let's find out.
Figure that
This
out.
is the movie portion where we find out what movies that Michael is not going to go to.
Oh, it's still way.
Well, you'll buy the ticket though.
I'll buy
February
I'll
14th.
buy a ticket. It's
You-
it's-
On
I buy the ticket.
Valentine's Day?
I buy the, oh,
Dude.
that's a date night. I buy the tickets. It's like the tickets are like checkpoint confidence. Like I get a refund later. I'll buy the hell out of that ticket, and then life's like, you're not going to that movie. What are you nuts? And I go, I guess
You
I'll
could refund for Alamo. What, an hour before the film?
Do an hour. Trevor was telling me.
Perfect.
Trevor was telling me he did it there. Like he did it there, like I guess I don't remember the context of like he saw another movie or something, but like he said he refunded a ticket like 10 minutes before the movie started, and they were like, "Yeah, we don't care."
Yeah, you can do it.
You made someone's day too, because they were like, we got people on both sides, and we'll be like, elbow to elbow.
Yeah,
No one's there.
I tried not to do it an hour beforehand. Like I've said so many times, like this is awful. It should be like 5 hours.
Yeah.
Because it's just like if I were gonna look for a movie, like an hour is just like shit. That's if you're 20 minutes away, you know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Like if I had looked at the movie already, like say like I bought the ticket and then someone else is looking at the times and that seat's filled. They're like, there's no good seats left. Who the hell is gonna go, well, let me check an hour before the movie starts. Maybe someone canceled their tickets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like to me, if I cancel right at the hour, unless it's like a packed ass movie, like that seat's not gonna get sold. Like someone may have wanted it beforehand and moved on. Whereas like, if it's like 3 hours before, I think the odds of like someone who wanted to see that might buy that ticket.
Oh, yeah.
That said, I do it all the time. It's as I'm doing it, I'm going, Alamo should really change this. It's just like, I'll be honest.
It's a horrible policy.
It's just like,
Who's gonna pick
it
up
gives
these
me too
tickets?
much freedom. It's why I buy tickets like a madman, because I'm like, who gives a shit? I'll just refund it an hour before I see the movie.
I bet there is still a group of people that will just show up to a theater without pre-purchasing a ticket.
That's,
just walk
you
up
make
to
a
the-
good point.
That-
That
yeah.
universe hasn't existed for me
Wild.
in like over
it's
10
crazy.
years. There's a lot of like Alamo stuff that we get embedded in. That's movies, right? Like people will listen and go, I don't have an Alamo. I don't do that. Anywhere you live has a movie that has reserved seating and like,
Fandango.
something like that, right? I've 15 years.
But
That's
a
been,
lot of
that's
them
been a
aren't like
case.
specific seats. They're just general admission, but you have
A lot
to
of them
reserve.
are specific seats.
lot of
It's,
them
it's
are,
becoming the common.
I mean, even like, and at first it was like AMC and all the big ones, but now like when I go home, like when I visit my family in New Jersey, they have like a not national theater chain like near their house, and it's like still all the same stuff. You know, and you have to like, they have snack bar, like, classically, you gotta buy it and then, there's no servers. But other than that, it's like buy the seat, reserve the seat, do all that stuff. So it's like, that blows my mind that people would just be like, let's show up at the movies.
That's
There's
how it used to
seats.
work.
Right, but it's not used to anymore. It's now.
we've been
I'm not disparaging it 20 years ago. I'm just like,
we've been so
It's
spoiled
crazy
by the
Conversations
Alamo,
that
though.
Ryan's rolling up his window.
I used to find movie
Yeah.
times by taking out the newspaper
Yeah.
when I was a kid. That was not that long ago.
But I mean,
20
like,
years
we-
ago,
we-
I'd find the movie time.
We've
I
been
would walk up to the
crazy
theater.
spoiled by the Alamo though, because like the last time I went to a public theater, like a non-Alamo theater, literally the person next to me took a phone call during the movie, and it's just like, are you fucking kidding? It's like, well,
Maybe it was important.
but you fucking walk out of the theater.
I mean, that's what I do.
It's like,
I like the movie.
so.
Hang on, hang on.
I was,
Hey.
All right.
Okay, hold on. That was a
I
good
try not
part.
to take it for granted.
Someone just died.
He's gone. He snapped his fingers.
I was
and that's it.
reminding myself, looking at those pictures, of what old Sonic looked like.
Oh, it's
my
it's
God! It
old.
looks so much
Real dude.
worse now, having
yeah.
seen like the.
But now we
the
have new
redesign.
Sonic and we have baby Sonic.
Look at that!
Yeah, it was like in a trailer or something.
My
Like,
God!
I wonder what stopped them
baby
from
version.
connecting the eyeballs.
like he has like a flashback.
Oh,
Is that Baby Sonic?
You don't have to connect them to make it work.
Baby Sonic.
Look at
No,
that.
it works,
Look at that
but
thing.
also just why?
Look
Oh,
at that!
wow.
Like, it's
Why?
not even Sonic.
It's
Like, it
not
doesn't
a
even
good
read
idea.
as Sonic.
And it just looks
It's,
even.
it's pretty wild.
They leaned a little too hard on the Hedgehog and not enough on the
Well, like,
Sonic.
the thing is, like, graphically, it looks really good. Like, look at all the fur and everything. And it does, but, like, it's just so creepy.
That looks like a creature you want to punt.
I mean, like,
Yeah.
and
I
it
mean,
seems like
If I
they're
opened the door and saw that, it'd
Like,
get
whoa,
it'd get
shit.
a boot. Yeah.
seems like they were trying to do what Detective Pikachu managed to pull off, which was like make them look
Yeah.
realistic
Yeah.
but still have Pokemon, and that's just a failed version of that.
Yeah.
But they
It
didn't
looked-
change the
They
way
didn't-
they
yeah,
look.
they didn't change.
That's what I'm saying. It's
they
like
changed
what-
the texture.
They did like, because like even the two here aren't the same. Like they didn't keep the fur and stuff and make him look. They just were like, fuck it, we're just gonna start all over.
Yeah.
You know, with Pokemon, they went like realistic, but yeah, they didn't change like the proportions or anything.
Or, like,
the
if you've
faces
never
and
seen
stuff.
Pikachu with fur. Like, in the show, he's just yellow.
Is that
Right.
and then furry is the CG version. They
Yeah, and then the CG, they just added fur, but it's the same shape. So
They
it's
didn't
like,
change
oh,
his
looks
eye
like-
placement or
Some
size. or
guy
anything.
with Sonic's like, where's his teeth? And they're like, why is he doesn't need teeth. And they go, he's gotta eat.
How do you eat chili dogs?
Those eyes are too big. Like even like Bulbasaur in the Pokemon in the live action one, like he
Hey,
look
there
at
he is.
Pikachu.
Hey, that looks
They
great.
pulled it off,
They
man.
pulled it off.
That's
Like
fantastic.
Bulbasaur's eyes are giant. but they kept them giant. Or Jigglypuff, they kept them giant, and it's fine. And you're like, because that's what that looks like. You know, they didn't have to be like.
Well, someone
we're gonna
looked
make it realistic.
at the updated version of Sonic. That's probably what was originally on the drawing board. And they were like, "This couldn't have evolved in nature. Let's fix it. Those eyes are too big. That nose is too wrong.
Never had a chance to play God before.
Look at it. Look at it. He's
My time is
75%
now.
legs.
For the 10th time.
Nature wouldn't do that."
You're enabling this guy to go back to old man.
That's full circle.
Where am I? I'm back.
Trevor sneaks in sometimes. Trevor gets old man FOMO.
He gets old man.
Like you and I'll do it, and he'll
It's
just come over and go,
contagious to Trevor.
Hey, how are you?
Sometimes he can't help it.
Sometimes I'll look at him and go, "You're not one." Stop it. Just look at him.
You can absolutely manipulate Trevor by throwing accents into things, and he will
He
just
has to do
mimic
them.
it.
He has to do them. Yeah. I mean, I get that. You know, but it's just it's the same for the same reason. It's like, we play like a betrayal game sometimes, and there's a certain room in the game that if you go into it, you know, the game's got dumb rules that you follow because they're fun, they're stupid. But like one of the rooms is like, if you're in this room, you can only whisper.
Yeah.
It's like a quiet room. So then, you know, Meg will enter in the room or whatever and be like, okay, like whose turn is it now? And everyone would just be like, it's this person's turn. You can't not whisper back.
And
if
we're
she's
like, hold
whispering,
on.
you hit like
You're not in the quiet room.
right, you're the quiet, but everyone has to like you just do that. When you hear someone talk to you a certain way, it's just you want to reciprocate that same talk.
Dude, my character.
So then if we're sitting there for an hour, literally, like the first times we were doing it, we were doing it for like 90 minutes one time. Just sitting in our
Fredo
chair.
was like one of the first memories I have of us
Fredo
doing
was
old
getting
man is Fredo
slammed.
being like, "Yo, stop." Just stop.
I was
Because
sitting
no
at
one
my-
was acknowledging us, and we
No.
just kept going, and everybody's just silent, or they got headphones on doing their
Right,
thing.
Ryan
He's
was
just
just
like,
putting
Fredo's like,
headphones on.
"What is happening?"
Well, because I sat there and I was like, "Oh, they're doing a fucking thing," and then like I don't know, I just blacked it out in my mind, and then I was like 30 minutes later, I was like, they're still fucking doing it. I got up, walked over to you guys, and I was like, you gotta stop.
we got chairs lean back a little bit.
You're
This is
like, oh,
before the
look at
match.
Yeah, we're just spinning.
And then
Just
you-
like set
yeah.
spins, just these.
Just like little slight ones.
Yeah.
And then I made the mistake of getting up, telling you guys to just stop. And you guys both were like, oh, look at this guy. And I was like, well, now I'm in it.
That could have been the birth
I'm in
of
it.
look at this guy.
I'm a
Was
thing.
Alfredo telling us to stop.
Yeah, Michael hits "Who's this guy?" a lot because I just go, "Who are you?" and then Michael goes, "Who's this guy?"
It's always, who's this guy? Who's that guy?
Right.
So it's always,
And then usually we run. The formula is we forget, and then we go into panic mode, which is usually it's like fight or flight, and it's normally flight. And you just run. One person drops. The other one forgets how they dropped. Goes to pick them up, also drops, and then they die.
then they die.
And that's usually how
ends with death.
it ends with us going, "Take me!"
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know how the edit's gonna come together, so it might not look like this. But interesting in the one that we just shot, we die, and then it's not the end of the video.
And then we die again.
We die.
We die twice.
We die, and then it cuts, and we're somewhere else, and we're alive.
Someone made a good point. They're like, reminds me of when you guys all whisper in GTFO. Where we played, we just
when we're
kept
sneaking on
whispering. We're like, and then
Right, they can't hear us in real life.
Quiet voices to have quiet movements.
Someone, I don't know who, I think probably Jeremy was like, why are we whispering? Like, you can't hear
I mean,
us.
you can't not do it. Like if you're tense and you're like trying to focus, well, also like when you whisper, it's not just because you're in that mindset, but at the same time, you're trying to listen and like
Yeah.
you're trying to take everything in, so you're
And
talking
it kind of
low so you
feeds
can
into
focus.
your movement, right?
Yeah,
Like if you're
it
whispering,
does.
like you're a little more calm, and then you're just moving a little calm. And if you're loud, you just kind of want to just go.
Like you did, setting the thing off.
What is that? All right.
I'm in numb.
He was like, it's gonna touch me. There was no getting away. That was just unfortunate. And we spent like 10 minutes setting up that.
Yeah, we did.
That coordinated hit. We were seconds away from pulling it off. It's unfortunate.
I think that video came to be about because that second one came out.
Came out.
Yeah.
I think
yeah.
it's
About an hour.
About an hour. And I think it ended up because I think Ken edited that, and it's about 10 minutes of the first try and like 50 minutes of the second. That first try was like a half an hour,
Yeah, it was a long one.
and then second try was like an hour. And I was just like,
we really got the hang of it.
we were
after the
like,
first
it's
one.
a good one part. You're just gonna have to chop the shit out of the first one because it's a good fail and then improvement. But I was like, you gotta make sure you highlight like when Alfredo messes up in the second time, and then I bring it up like 50 times because I messed up twice in the first one, and then you got alerted one time in the second one. And I was like, Jesus Christ, come on!
I just love like
because we played GTFO for the first time. Any of us played it for the first time was at work. Then I like what I usually do games like that. I was just like, cool. Now I'm gonna go home and actually play the game. So then I did. Got like halfway through it. I came back. And the day we shot the second one, I was like, guys, we can do this. And everyone was like, no, we can't. We definitely can't. And then it was Michael and Jamie. They're like, okay, so like, we're not going to use webcams, but we should just have Alfredo recording his webcams just for when like Ryan inevitably like digs into him. And I was like,
I didn't at all.
Well, as you assume, there'd be a scenario where like we would all
webcams.
lose it. We all rolled webcams.
Okay,
for two scenarios. One was that scenario. We were waiting for that back and forth, and the other was the scenario where Alfredo kept promising us that we'd be able to do it. You guys can do it. You'll do it. We wanted the webcam just for the moment that Michael and I looked at each other in the video.
Mm-hmm. We went. He'll say we're gonna do it, and we're not gonna be able to do it. And Jeremy literally said, and there's gonna be a lot of this. And also, if you guys started yelling at each other, I wanted our reactions too in the video. And I'm very glad that we didn't use the web because there was really nothing.
Right.
Yeah. Shut up on webcams. There was nothing to use the webcams for. The next day, we went to record something, went to use webcams. I went, didn't stop it. I hit stop at a 25-hour webcam recording. That was 110 gigs. Oof. And I was like, oh my God, what was this? Oh, this shit. I can just delete it. We don't need it. Oh, thank God. Because I was like, I'm going to have to edit this just because usually if it's like, it went too long, it's 4 hours. It's like, just throw it through the editors and they'll chop. I'm like, I'm not putting a 110 gig file on this. First of all, it'll take forever to upload. I'm like, I'm going to have to edit this before I can put it up.
Yeah.
I just can't. Yeah, here you go. I just unplugged it and brought it over.
and then Windows
But yeah,
was
besides like when you almost screwed us, we did a good job.
Nice. Look, I thought I was gonna have a Ryan moment where it stopped and almost touched my face, but I wasn't as lucky.
Oh yeah, it just went.
Oh yeah,
the one
I saw that.
Dude,
it was just like, and I was like, oh, all right, we're gonna reset.
I thought it had gone off when it sucked back in. I thought I was screwed, but yeah, it literally just tickled me.
A second after that is when something started flashing. It just. You're like, oh, wait, I think something's going on. I don't know. And it cuts to Michael as Michael's going mid. I'm hitting him! All the way back. It was so funny. Take him out.
Hey, we did it.
Real quick, one last thing.
Hit him with
our
it.
buddies Nolan North and Troy Baker are doing a stream this weekend, this Saturday, to raise money for the World Wildlife.
It's like a big stream,
Fund.
right? They're just part of it.
Yeah.
And so
WWF
to raise money for Australia, for animals in Australia. So if you can check that out, it's 11 a.m. Pacific to 5 p.m. Pacific. They've said Seth Green's going to be there, Joel McHale's going to be there. I mean, obviously Nolan and Troy are going to be there, and a bunch of other people they haven't announced yet. So I'm going to do my damnedest to get out there for it. So you might see myself and maybe Katie on there as well. But if not, go support it anyway because we love those guys. So and also raise money for animals. So that's always a good thing. So
do it
anyway,
and donate if you can.
Donate
if you can afford it.
Yes, if you can't, just spread the word. Let people know about it.
Yeah.
That's
just as helpful.
Oh, Fiona's in chat.
All right, well, let's end it.
All right.
Good time.
Bye, Fiona.
Bye, Fiona.
Who's this guy?
Who's that guy?
Who are you?
Who are you?
Oh, I don't remember.
Who?